Hi! We're here with a live stream. Welcome to BABS' 51st annual convention. Very exciting.
Very exciting.
We've got Shanna and Calvin with us. For various friends and family at home who are not barbershoppers themselves, please introduce yourselves.
Hello everyone watching from home, I'm Shanna Wells, I'm the chair of BABS.
And I'm Calvin Laverick, Director of Membership and Engagement for BABS.
Cool. Thank you so much for being here with us
Our
today.
pleasure.
No, it's a pleasure.
Are you excited for the weekend?
So excited. It feels like it was only yesterday that it was last year's convention. It comes around so fast. But no, we absolutely can't wait. It's going to be a fantastic weekend of competition, of getting together, singing. So yeah, we're absolutely looking forward to it.
And the weather's nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's always good. Coming to the
Right
beach
now.
is always nice. Yeah, keep everything crossed. Keep everything
Finding
crossed.
time to actually, enjoy the beach in between all of the many hub events available.
That's
You,
true.
you almost want the weather to be terrible, don't
Yes.
you? So that you've got a
I
reason
can
to stay
certainly
in.
try, but I don't know if that's in our remit. But we'll give it a go. We'll see if we can ruin the day.
Do you think you're going to make it in the sea at all this weekend?
No. I think, unfortunately, we literally stay inside this building until we go to bed, and then that repeats until the end. But it's great fun just being here and being around everybody.
It's lovely,
So,
isn't it? Such
yeah.
an atmosphere.
It is.
My first year was the year before last, again in Bournemouth, and I was hooked. Someone had to convince me to. They got me drunk at one of Mubs's social events,
Yeah.
and I was not planning on coming to convention, and they said, well, we'll drive you,
Yeah.
just,
And that was it.
and that was it, and now I'm hooked.
Now you
Look,
can't
here I
leave.
am.
Catch the buzz,
Yeah.
catch the buzz.
What happens once you're in, and that's it. Like, it's forever.
Oh.
There is so much going on this weekend. Calvin, you mentioned the hub. Can you tell us a bit more about it?
So currently there is a session with the Ambassadors of Harmony leadership team in there. So that's Johnny Maroney, David Wright, Tim Myers, and Jim Henry. So they're currently having a little talk about what they do best for like choruses and how they teach, and what kind of tools they use. And just throughout the weekend we have a bunch of different events on in there. Some of them very much education based for chorus leadership, and some of them just for people to come and learn little bits about how different choruses work and how they can improve. So it's nice if if your voice starts getting a bit tired, you can go and sit down for an hour and learn something, and then get our vocals on and come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, lots of things going on.
Excellent.
Yeah, we've got lots of new things this year as well. So we've got our first timer ribbons for people that are new to convention. We've got some little badges for I want to sing tags with you and I'll teach you a tag. Just really trying to, get people together and show that it can be quite scary, kind of, as a first time coming to convention. So we really want to show that community feel and just to get everyone involved and give them the best opportunity they can, really.
I
That's
love
such a nice
that.
idea.
I'm
yeah.
sure we'll all sing some tags at the
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Well, we have got to run because we've got to go and get ready to open on stage.
Thank you for joining us.
No, pleasure. So please enjoy watching at home. If you can, please do donate. We're thrilled to offer this live stream to you, but any donations are really gratefully received. So thanks very much. Have a fab time.
Thank you.
And we'll see you later.
We'll see you later.
All right, great. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Bye. We will see them on the screen opening the convention shortly.
We will.
We've got the first contest of the weekend happening starting at 3 with our mic warmers. The first mic warmers are Instant Blend Quartet, and that is the men's quartet contest. But we've got plenty other competitions happening this weekend, haven't we?
Yes.
So as well as the quartet semi-finals this afternoon, tomorrow is full of the men's choruses, and then Sunday morning we've got the mixed choruses, and Sunday afternoon the quartet finals. So it is a busy one, a very busy one.
Very, very, very busy.
In the quartet contest as well, it's worth noting that we have sort of different streams of quartet contest happening together. The main national quartet contest stream.
And the youth
stream, the
And
senior
the-
stream.
yeah.
And we also have a couple of past champ quartets competing for an international qualifying score, which will be a treat. They're always great.
What is an international qualifying score?
Oh, that's putting me to the test. I believe the current qualifying score for international quartets is 80.
Oh,
Someone will
That
correct
sounds
me if
about
that's not right. 78 for quartets, 80 for choruses. I have been corrected from behind the scenes. I knew I'd get that wrong straight away. Yeah, so they're hopefully quartets will presumably be trying to qualify for this summer's convention or next summer's convention. Choruses and quartets who are in the main contest can also qualify for international through that as well. Very exciting.
and where will the international one be?
This year it's in Denver. I wish I knew where it was next year because I'm going with my labs chorus. But I don't, off the top of my head. It's St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri. Can you tell how prepared we are for talking about internationals? Let's go back to BABS. Sorry. That's all right. So we have a very exciting weekend. Shanna and Calvin touched on it a little bit. But alongside all the competitions, we have several shows. Who have we got featuring in some of the shows?
In the shows,
We've got one on Saturday evening.
yes.
Features all our past champs and one of our guests, Vocal Spectrum. We'll tell you more about them. On Sunday, we have a matinee of Ambassadors of Harmony and Vocal Spectrum. Again, they are our guests. We will tell you about them in a minute. And on Sunday evening, we have what we call the Parade of Champions. That is all the people who will be champions this weekend showing off their wonderful singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting.
So we've got things kicking off, like we said, at 3 o'clock today. Saturday, the men's chorus contest actually kicks off with meantime mic warming at 9:30 a.m.
Wow.
They have colloquially called themselves Lean Time because it is a mini version of Meantime Chorus kicking things off, because Meantime themselves are competing to hope and get a qualifying score for internationals next summer in St. Louis, Missouri, with a score of 80, as we have learned. So that it's Lean Time mic warming, it is Meantime competing, and then of course their wonderful swan song because they were last year's champions. Sunday morning, we have the mixed chorus contest, which is both mic warmed and mic cooled by Crucible Vocal Project. Crucible Vocal Project won last year, which is why they're doing a wonderful mic warming slot and a swan song for us. That all kicks off at 10 a.m. and finishes just before lunch. And then on Sunday afternoon, of course, the men's quartet finals. We don't know who's mic warming yet because it will be announced at the end of the semi-finals, but that all kicks off at about 4 o'clock, I believe, in the afternoon. So, I did promise you we'd tell you a little bit more about our guests. I wrote things down so I get this right, at least. So, would you like to tell us about our guest chorus, Ambassadors of Harmony?
They have, well, they're from St. Louis, Missouri. And they've got over 100 members.
Over 100 members, that's a huge
I think
chorus.
that's crazy, don't you?
I don't think we have any choruses that big in the UK at the moment.
Do we not?
No, I don't believe so.
Right.
They were founded in the 60s in St. Charles. They were actually called the Daniel Boone Chorus before they rebranded as the Ambassadors of Harmony. They have...
Who's Daniel Boone?
I don't know.
That's okay.
They're presumably a founding member. They have won the BHS Chorus Championship 5 times, which is incredible. The last time in 2023. So it is going to be a real masterclass in chorus singing to hear them doing their thing. They are co-directed by Jim Henry and Johnny Maroney, and their associate director, David Wright, who is a former director before he handed over to Jim. You will know Jim Henry as the bass singer of 2 champion BHS quartets, Gas House Gang and Crossroads.
Wow.
We have some prestigious guests here this weekend, folks.
Yes.
It's very exciting. And then, of course, we have the wonderful Vocal Spectrum, who are Tim Warwick, Eric Dalby, Johnny Maroney, and Chris Hallam. They won the BHS Collegiate Contest in 2004, and then the main BHS International Contest just 2 years later in 2006. So they were a young quartet to win. That is kind of incredible.
Yeah.
They are in both the Central States District and the BHS Hall of Fame. And they have 5 albums out. If you want to hear a little bit of their recorded music, it is beautiful to listen to them. So we are
they're
very
in one
lucky
of my
to hear them
playlists.
live. Yeah, we're going to be very, very lucky. Of course, last year at the 50th anniversary, we also had the wonderful Instant Classic, who are a champion quartet as well.
They were so good.
They were absolutely wonderful, weren't they? Inspiring to hear. So we are so lucky that BABS gets such incredible guests across for the conventions.
We are.
Really exciting.
Yeah, and I think it's really great, especially as like a first timer or someone that's new to Barbershop, to see these, you know, really, really prestigious guests singing. And, you know, they're not just like famous in the UK Barbershop scene, they're like famous in the international Barbershop scene. And it's just, it gets you the barbershop bug, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. And that bug bites you hard. So I've been singing Barbershop now since I joined my university group in 2011, autumn of 2011. So it's been coming on for 14 years.
University group.
So it was Bristol, University of British Barbershop Singers. They have a lot to answer for. I'm married to one of them.
Oh.
A lot of us seemed to find relationships in the chorus and now have best friends for life along with our partners and Barber Tots. I'm here with my 14-month-old this weekend. And you've been singing Barbershop for how long?
3 years.
3 years. She's a baby in comparison.
I'm still in my university barbershop chorus because you're allowed to stay until you're 26, even if you're not in university anymore, which I'm not. But yes, so I'm in MUBS, Manchester University Barbershop Singers. Funnily enough, I actually didn't go to the right university. I was recruited at a karaoke night.
Oh.
I went to the university up the road, MMU, not UOM. But yes, it's been amazing. I've obviously found some of my dearest friends now. I live with the director. It's fabulous. I think our neighbours hate us.
I don't think they can. Surely anybody sitting in their flat or their house hearing Barbershop through the walls or the ceiling can only be inspired and love every minute. We'll tell ourselves that for the rest of our lives.
Till we get another knock on the door and a noise complaint.
Or a bang on the floor. Ceiling above you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we kick off in, it's approximately 20 minutes with the quartet semi-finals. So I thought I'd just give you a little rundown of the judges that are going to be joining us. So in the musicality category, we will have Sam Hubbard, Ed Cox and Alex de Bruin. In the performance category, Mike Warner, Lynn Lawrence and Anna Connachie. In singing, we have Mike Taylor, Paula Taylor-Williams and Neil Brinkworth. And then in the strong, 5-strong contest admin category, David Foskett, Catherine Lyons, Stuart Lyons, Samantha Roberts and Tom Knight. Sounds like a dream team to me.
Yeah, sounds good. That's a lot of people, though, for judging, isn't it?
Yeah, so we, obviously
judges
there are
rotate
three judging categories.
Yes.
And within each category, you of course want to get as accurate a score as possible. There is a lot of training that goes into judging. You do 3 years of trial scoring before you're even considered to qualify. And of course, having more judges in each category means that when they all score, they can keep each other accountable, keep each other tight. There's a sort of variance system where if your scores are too far apart, you'll get flagged, you can discuss it, you might come a bit closer. So if you have you're particularly hungry at the end of a session or you're flagging a little bit and one of your scores is a little bit off, usually that will get picked up by the system and you'll be able to get sort of picked up with the rest of your category or the rest of the panel and have a little look at that score just to make sure. It just means we're going to be much more tight and much more consistent across your category and your panel with more judges. Yeah. I believe at internationals they regularly have 5 per category.
Really?
Which is a lot. Yeah.
It is a lot.
And I assume many, many more in the contest admin category to cover for that as well.
Evidently. Wow.
Okay. So we have our first quartet who are mic warming are
Instant Blend.
Instant Blend, who are from Guildford, Surrey, I believe. Let me bring up my spreadsheet so I can tell you a little bit about them. They are, we have names, David, Duncan, Laurie and Ian. And they were formed in a car on the way home from Bournemouth 2023, which was the one you said was your first convention.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Isn't that cool?
David, Duncan and Ian were all attending the convention, travelling in the car on the way home and decided they'd like to form a quartet and persuade Laurie to join them. Sounds like they succeeded. We won't give everything away, but they have told us that, all the groups, choruses and quartets, got all the same questions. Of course, there were some for choruses and some for quartets. Funnily enough, this group filled in a chorus question that said musical director name. They said, although this is a question for choruses, Duncan is definitely the quartet director and responsible for anything good that comes out of it. Clearly, Duncan has a lot to answer for, which is exciting. They're mic warming. They're a brand new quartet, so this is the first time that they've done any sort of competition on stage, which is why they're mic warming for us. It's the first time for all of them except Duncan, the quartet director, who competed a number of years ago as part of Cadence Quartet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they said it's a great opportunity to mic warm because they're going to be able to try out singing on the convention stage in competition conditions without the added pressure of actually competing.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first time on stage?
Do you know, my first time on a proper competition stage,
Yes.
My first convention, very excitingly, was the European Convention, which was held in Eindhoven in 2013. And I went with Tubbs, the University of Bristol Barbershop Singers group, and we did a mic warming slot, which was very
So
exciting.
you did a mic warming
We did a
slot
mic
to start
warming slot,
as well.
yeah, with a
That's
sort of a
fun.
mini chorus we were at the time. It was fantastic.
That's fabulous.
I distinctly remember OC Times were a guest quartet there, and Sean Devine took us all under his wing to teach us a lot about barbershop, so that was very exciting.
That's fabulous.
Very exciting.
My first time, if I remember rightly, was, well, I think I was absolutely terrified getting up on stage. I'm literally in this building, actually, 2 years ago.
Yeah. With Mubs?
Yes.
Yeah, in the mixed chorus contest.
Yeah.
Was that? Yeah, brilliant. How did you find it?
I got off stage and I was like, wow, I don't remember anything that happened.
That sounds about right. Those minutes
I don't know why
pass
that's
by
the case.
very quickly, don't they?
They do.
Go on
I remember
autopilot.
there was a fly caught in my eyelashes for the entire first song, and it was a ballad, and I was like, I will cry it out.
There are always secret reasons for emotions happening on stage. Sometimes genuine, sometimes we need to sort out a stage issue. It happens. One of my very first competitions with my Region 31 chorus, our director's earring flew off during the applause between both songs. I don't think any of us even noticed. We were so engrossed in it all. So things happen on stage.
Well, that's good.
Sometimes an earring flies off and sometimes a fly flies into your eyelashes.
Yeah.
My first time competing with a quartet was shortly after that, when I competed with Patchwork, which was a mixed quartet I competed with in 2013 I think we were in Llandudno, which was very exciting. It's not a venue that we go to very much in North Wales. It's a wonderful place, beautiful place on the coast, a lovely sort of British seaside town. It's very nice, full of excellent traditional fish and chip shops, a little pier, lovely walks along the front, and the convention centre there is a great big glass-fronted place. So yeah, there's special memories there, not only because I competed there in 2013 with he is my now husband, but was just a university friend at the time, and two others in Patchwork Quartet. But then I'm going to get the year wrong now, 2019, Labs Convention was in Llandudno again, and my husband and I, we had a bit of a tradition of turning up to conventions a day early so that we could have a little explore of the area and have a good night's sleep before everything kicked off.
Idea.
And that weekend, we walked up the hill next to Llandudno, and that's where he proposed. So we were able to share all our news at convention, which was very exciting.
So fun.
And we have a guest perfectly in time. Hello,
Exciting.
3 guests. Please come and have a seat. Please come and join us. Hello. Hi. How are you doing, David? It's lovely to see you.
Very nice to meet you.
Hi, come on.
Hi,
Come and have a
everybody.
seat. Hi, Johnny.
Is this okay?
Yeah, wherever you like. Come and have a seat. Hello.
Hi.
We are joined by a wonderful team from the Ambassadors of Harmony. May I ask you to please introduce yourselves?
Yeah. Is there a camera?
Camera's just there in between.
Hi,
the screens.
everybody. I'm Jim Henry. I'm co-director of the Ambassadors of Harmony.
I'm David Wright. I'm the Associate Director.
I'm Johnny Maroney, co-director of the Ambassadors of Harmony.
It's great to have you.
Thank
here
you
we
very
are.
much
Great
for
to be
joining
here.
us.
We
How
just
were
had a
you all?
nice little Q&A session down
We
the
had,
hallway there.
yeah, with the leadership team. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great.
How were your journeys to the UK? All right.
Wonderful.
I think we're
Nice.
mostly over the jet lag by now.
Yeah.
We'll see if anybody goes to sleep while we're sitting here.
I slept till noon today.
Good.
So
Brilliant.
I'm good to go.
As you should.
I wish I'd slept till noon today. My 14-month-old wouldn't have any of it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So
And we're honored to be guests of this convention,
we
by
are
the way.
absolutely
This is
honoured
so
to have you
wonderful.
here.
Yeah.
We get to have a masterclass in chorus singing from the chorus. So
Yeah.
we're very excited to hear you.
Thank you.
Yeah, the guys are really excited. So it's
Yeah, this is a great honor for us.
And of course, we have a wonderful vocal spectrum here as well.
Thank you. Yeah, we're honored to be back yet again.
It's
all
very
these years later.
exciting.
Yeah, I think our first time was maybe around 2004 or 5. So 20 years later, we're back.
Yes.
So
Excellent.
Hopefully
Oh, you don't look a day older, John.
I don't know about that, but it is great to be back. We appreciate it.
Brilliant. We'd love to quiz you a little bit, David, while
Okay.
you're here.
Okay.
You are also a judge in the musicality category.
That's true.
We've noticed the recent rebrand from music to musicality.
Yeah.
Are you able to tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, one of the strengths of our judging system is that it is it breathes. It's able to change as the barbershop style and the songs that we sing change. So, you know, we had a system that was intact for 20 years, going back to 1950 to 1970. Another system that was intact for the next 20 years. This one started in the early 90s, and you all remember when it started. And, you know, my thinking was, okay, it's probably going to last 20 years, and then we're going to need a reset. But for some reason, this one keeps on going, and we don't hear calls for, we got to change the system, it's become obsolete. And one of the reasons is because it's allowed to reset and refresh itself, and the categories, if they sense that it's changing, we're no longer judging the way we were a few years ago, we reform the category. So one of those things happened with presentation going to performance a few years ago.
Yeah.
And the other one more recently, as you say, was music becomes musicality. And really it was a refresh. It was, we all looked at the category description and said, that's full of some things that emphasize things that we are no longer emphasizing when we judge most performances. So it didn't talk very much about theme and development, for example. It didn't talk much about tension and release. And those are the kinds of things we judge. And also, a lot of people were thinking we're judging the music itself, maybe the arrangement. A long time ago, we had a category called the arrangement category that Jim well remembers. Johnny doesn't remember that. But it just judged the arrangement, not the performance. And some people thought music is kind of doing that too. So by changing the name to musicality, I think it makes it very clear we're judging the musicianship. And we have things that we, you know, we've rewritten the category description, but the main thing is it was just a shift to recognize where we are and how we're already judging, and include in our category description things that we judge. We changed a few terms. One of them we used to call theme, but we weren't using the word theme the way most musicians did. So we got rid of that word and maybe used the term thematic development, which makes more sense.
Yeah.
We used the word consonance, but if we looked in the dictionary, it talked about what other musicians meant by that. It wasn't the same thing we meant. So now we use the term harmonic integrity, which is just how well are they ringing chords and are they in tune. So basically, it just brought the category up to where we are. It wasn't that we all of a sudden started judging a different way. So I hope that answers your question.
Really
I
great
learned
insight.
things from that. Thank you. I'm glad I'm here.
You could be a judge someday.
Is there going to be a test?
It's wonderful to have the insight of a very experienced judge, so thank you very much.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to ask you while we've got a little time is we sometimes talk to contestants about what mic warming is for, or audience in particular aren't actually aware that it's got as important a role for the judges as it does for the audience. Can you elaborate a little on that for us?
So we like for the judges to be able to hear at least some live sound. So, you know, but we used to be a little naive by saying the judges shouldn't hear any amplified sound. Well, that's ridiculous. You know, sound is omnidirectional. You can't have them sitting right there and not hearing amplified sound. But yes, the judges need to hear it. It needs to be well balanced, you know, so there's not a discrepancy between left and right. If there's a chorus, it needs to have, you know, a good sound that the audience can hear. We're also concerned not just about the judges, but about the audience. The performance judge will look at the lighting, make sure that they're not shadows so that you can't see faces, and just things like that. Yeah, it's important. It's as much for the audience, though, as it is for the judges, I should say.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So get yourselves to the auditorium, everybody. We would like to see you supporting our mic warmers. We've got two of them today, so please get yourselves there ready for 3 o'clock, which is in about 7 minutes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
all
So,
right.
yeah, head that way. While you're with us, is there anybody you'd like to wave to who might be watching from home?
Hello, everybody that I know that's watching from home.
Yeah, I know there's a couple ambassadors that were unable to attend just with life circumstances. So shout out to you guys. We certainly
miss you.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
tuning in.
And my wife, Sandy, should be here with me, but she had an operation just a week ago, so she's at home hobbling around on a cane because she had her hip replaced.
Is she watching?
Yes,
Hi,
I
Sandy.
hope she's watching. And yeah, and we were here coaching just a month ago, so we spent 12 days coaching in England, so we've been here recently.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us. We will let you get. I know you have lots
Thank
of commitments
you.
going on this weekend, so we will let you get back to
That'd
them.
be
But
great.
thank you.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Great to be
Thank
here.
Good luck,
very much.
competitors.
Good to talk to you.
Thank you.
So good to have them.
Very exciting
Very.
having guests.
I know.
Do you find yourself a little bit starstruck
Oh,
when someone that
so-
prestigious in Barbershop is sitting
yes.
so close and
Yes.
chatting away?
Exactly. It's like all the words, I was trying to take them all in, every single one. And I've got little music theory knowledge. So I'm there like going, ooh, okay, tension and release.
Isn't
I
one
know
of the
that
best
one.
things about Barbershop, though, that you can have any level of musical
It's quite
knowledge
very
and
accessible,
thrive?
I think.
It's
Yeah, I think
wonderful.
so. I think
We get sort of teach tracks, we get sheet music. Oh, and we're off to see the welcome, so we'll see you in a bit.
Our 51st annual convention. And for those of you tuning in from home, we're thrilled to once again be offering a webcast of this weekend's events. While the stream is available free of charge, we are incredibly grateful for any donations you may be able to give to help us continue making events like this possible. Whether this is your first BABS convention or your 15th, we are so happy you're here. To our first-time attendees, I hope you find this a joyful and inspiring weekend, full of new friends, new experiences, and of course, lots of singing. And to our returning barbershoppers, welcome back. Please help us make this a truly welcoming experience for everyone in our growing community. This year, you might spot some new touches to help with that. Our first-timer ribbons are a great way to spot those who are new, so please do say hello. You'll also be seeing people wear I Want to Sing tags, and I'll teach you a tag badges. These are your open invitations to start singing. Don't be shy, walk up, say hi, and share a tag. That's what this community is all about. We also have some daisy badges to indicate hidden disabilities. These small symbols go a long way in building an inclusive, kind, and musical community. Over the last few years, BABS has not only endured significant challenges, but has begun to evolve into something more meaningful, a connected and engaged community. Our vision continues to be bringing about the joy of barbershop singing to more people across the UK, and we can only do that with you. This year, more than ever, we're focusing on connection. We want you to enjoy the contests, the performances, and the celebrations, but also to feel part of something larger, a national community that lifts each other up in harmony. And new for this year, we've introduced something special. We know that across the weekend, you'll have met many incredible volunteers. Someone who answered a question, gave you a helping hand, or simply brightened your day. So we're asking you, our attendees, to help us celebrate them. You can nominate the volunteer who has made the biggest impact to you this weekend by filling out a ballot and dropping it in the box at the reception desk in the foyer. The Volunteer of the Year will be announced after the Quartet Finals on Sunday. It's a small way for us to say a big, big thank you to the people who make weekends like this possible. Now, I'd like to formally welcome our distinguished guests and friends from across the world who are joining us this weekend. From Labs, we have Jill Cook and her husband, Mike. From Region 31 Sweet Adelines, we have Alison Cheney and Sarah Traponi. From IABS, we have Alva Hayes and Lorena Gillard. From BIBA, we have Marina Mew. And from BHS, we have Tim Myers. I would also like to welcome our 2024 Labs and BABS champions who are also here with us this weekend. Muddy Stilettos, Amersham a Cappella, The Light Fantastic, Fifth Element, Meantime Chorus, The Crucible Vocal Project, Ami Quartet, and Mixed Blessings. We are delighted to have you all with us and hope you enjoy everything that this wonderful weekend has to offer. We're also incredibly excited about our headline guests. Vocal Spectrum will be joining us with their world-renowned talent and energy. And we're also thrilled to welcome the Ambassadors of Harmony. What a treat it will be to hear them live on stage. Convention is such a special time to come together, not just to compete and perform, but to connect, remember, and look forward. So this weekend, please connect with everyone that you see around you. Whether you're performing, coaching, volunteering, or cheering from the audience, you are vital to this experience. Finally, to all our competitors this weekend, we know how hard you have worked to get here. We're proud of you, and we wish you the very, very best of luck. Enjoy every second on the stage, support your fellow singers, and above all, remember to thank your musical leaders, your friends, and everyone who has helped you to get here. Once again, welcome, and now please welcome your first MC for the National Quartet Contest, Alistair Lammingman.
Hello, everybody! How are we all doing? Grand. Okay. Warm welcome to everyone to the BABS National Quartet Contest semi-finals. Now, thank you, one person. Before we begin, though, we have got a few important housekeeping reminders to ensure everyone enjoys the contest and our competitors can perform at their best. So if you are entering the auditorium just before a session starts, please find a seat as quickly and as quietly as possible. Kindly ensure now that all mobile phones and smartwatches are set to silent or airplane mode. Don't forget as well that any alarms are switched off, as they can even sound in airplane mode. We don't want that happening. However, we do understand that some medical devices may make a beeping sound, and we're not going to ask you to turn those off, because I think that would be heartless. Please do note that audio and video recording is not permitted. Only the official BABS media team and the photographer are authorized to capture that content. We also ask that you refrain from singing along. It still shocks me how often I have to say this at these conventions, but please refrain from singing along or speaking during any performances. If you do have a session wristband, please be sure to leave the auditorium at the end of that session. And to help create the best environment from our performers, we kindly ask that our very young children guests enjoy the contest from our dedicated Barber Tots room, where the event will be streamed live, and that ensures both a welcoming space for families within the room and a quiet atmosphere in the main hall. Now, and lastly, do not approach the contest admin team or the judges during contest. They may bite, and they are considered dangerous. All of our results will be shared via social media and emailed directly to contestants at the end. So yes, please do not approach them at any point. I will be back very shortly to start the contest. Stuart. We are ready for our first mic warmer. Stewards, please close the doors, and may we have the house lights down. Mic warmer number 1, from Guildford, Instant Blend.
I want to come fly with me, let's fly away, up and away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away, let's get away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Lama Land, there's a one-man band, and he'll toot his flute for you. Come fly with me, let's take off in the blue. Off in the blue, once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide, starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear angels cheer, 'cause we're together weather-wise. It's such a lovely day, lovely day. Just say the word and we'll beat those birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me, come on, let's fly away. Come on, babe, let's touch the sky. Come on, baby, let's fly. I get along without you very well. Of course I do. Except when soft rains fall and drip from leaves, then I recall the thrill of being sheltered in your arms. Of course I do. But I get along without you very well, so well. I've forgotten you just like I should. Of course I have. Except to hear your name or someone's laugh, that is the same. But I've forgotten you just like I should. What a guy, what a fool am I to think my breaking heart could kid the moon. What's in store? Should I phone once more? No, it's best that I stick to my tune. I get along without you very well. Of course I do. Except perhaps in spring. But I should never think of spring, for that would surely break my heart to break my heart into.
We're back.
Not quite. Hello, welcome back to the live stream. That was wonderful.
Wasn't it just?
Just to kick off the
Very nice.
contest. I'd never be able to tell that they were brand new to the stage at all.
No, I wouldn't know.
That was the wonderful instant blend with Come Fly With Me and I Get Along Without You Very Well, which was, of course, an arrangement made famous by last year's special guest, Instant Classic.
Yes.
Beautiful, heartbreaking ballad.
I cry every time.
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
Up next is Early Doors. if
Early
I'm
Doors.
right.
Tell me about Early
Yes.
Doors.
So, they are from the East Midlands. They're a senior quartet. Frank, Rob, Peter and Chris. And they're long-serving members of the Grand Central Chorus. They started singing in the bar after
As
a
many
rehearsal,
quartets
I
do.
think. And even though the lead usually sings bass and the baritone usually sings lead, they liked the sound they were making and they stuck together.
It's funny how many quartets you find where they're not singing the same voice part that they do in chorus, or even you often see quartets where they swap around between songs.
Yes.
Amazing to be that adaptable.
It's good fun, isn't it? I'm always amazed because I'm the only thing I can do is lead.
I am the same. You have a couch of leads here today.
We're biased.
We are indeed. Let me take this opportunity to remind you, please, that the only reason that this live stream can go ahead is through wonderful, generous donations from excellent viewers such as yourselves. So if you can, please donate. There should be a link along the bottom of the screen by the magic of technology with a QR code. And if you do have a shout out for anybody competing or performing this weekend,
Or want
you
to
can
wish them good luck.
Yeah, you can shout that out along with your donation. So please do that. Our next mic warmers will be coming up shortly. Have they sent us any more fun facts? Let's have a look.
They,
I enjoy this answer, actually. Any information you'd like to share about your performance or your song choices, they were asked, and they said they're just two songs we really enjoy singing. And actually, let's be honest, that's all you need from this rep that you choose, as long as you're going to enjoy yourselves on stage. That's fantastic.
I do love that. They say they're old friends and always manage to have fun amidst the serious stuff during rehearsals. And Frank and Rob have won gold medals in their previous seniors quartets.
Fantastic, yeah. They were asked a little bit about their preparation in the run-up to convention. They said they did have some coaching leading up to prelims, but decided not to have any more leading up to convention. However, as preparation for convention, they have been singing at Northampton Music Festival, and Zach Bulls, many people will know the name of, directs a Sweet Adeline's chorus called Ignite UK. So they went along to their dress rehearsal evening and Grand Central's annual charity concert in Derby. So they've actually given themselves lots of opportunities to perform, which I have to recommend to anybody who's going to perform on the stage. There's nothing quite like the adrenaline rush you get when there is an audience in front of you. So setting yourself up with as many performance opportunities as possible, obviously trickier if you're long distance, but still possible, is definitely the way to go, because then you understand how it feels when you're about to be thrown on stage and to an audience all over the place. We're heading back to see Early Doors.
Stewards, please close the doors, and may we have the house lights down. We are ready for our second mic warmer. Mic warmer number 2, from East Midlands, Early Doors.
She's watching by the poplar, colonnette with a sea blue eyes. She's watching and longing and waiting where the long white roadway lies. And the song stirs in the silence as the wind in the boughs above. She listens and starts and trembles. 'Tis the first little song of love. Roses are shining in Picardy, in the hush of the silvery dew. Roses are flowering in Picardy, but there's never a rose like you. And the roses will die with the the summertime, and our roads may be far apart, but the one rose that dies not in Picardy, 'tis the rose that I keep in my heart, my heart. And there she will always be. Oh, well, I don't mean maybe, 'cause it's like the man said, baby. Just in time, I found you just in time. Before you came, my time was running low. Yes. I was lost, the losing dice were tossed. My bridges all were crossed, nowhere to go. Now you're here, and now I know just where I'm going. No more doubt or fear, I found my way. For love came just in time, you found me just in time, and changed my lonely life that lovely day. Now you're here, and now I know just where I'm going. No more doubt or fear, I found my way. For love came just in time, you found me just in time, and changed my lonely life that lovely. Man, I sure got lucky, you found me just in time. I got lucky just in time.
And that was Early Doors. Weren't they great?
Yeah, lovely. That lead has such a lovely, warm voice. It's so nice. Amazing. Welcome back. We have been made aware that we didn't even introduce ourselves at the beginning of this webcast, so I thought we'd do that now. Would you like to introduce yourself, Rosa?
Yes, I'm Rosa. I've been singing with Manchester University Barbershop singers for the last 3.5 years now, I suppose. This is my third convention, and it's all very exciting. I now have 3 little pins on my lanyard.
Those pins, you start to reach a point where you need to decide which ones to keep on.
I see.
Your lanyard gets quite full after a while. It
Heavy.
feels a bit like a mayoral chain.
Gosh.
Fantastic. And do you have, other than MUBS, do you have any other singing experience in chorus or quartet?
I put together a teeny little quartet earlier this year for the MUBS. We did a show.
Anniversary show, wasn't it?
Anniversary show, yes.
Very
15
exciting.
years of MUBS, very exciting.
Wonderful.
You know, for a university chorus, I think we do all right keeping it alive for that long.
Fantastic, yeah,
It's not too
absolutely.
bad. I think we might be the only competing chorus, university chorus,
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, you're the only ones at the moment. Yeah.
which is
Very
also fun.
exciting.
But me and my quartet, we called ourselves LEQ, low effort. We only did one song,
Brilliant. Which was
Blue Skies.
a classic.
Very, very lovely. We pitched it up three semitones, I think.
Brilliant.
Mixed.
Oh, and we have our first shout out. So a huge thank you to Amy for donating. And she says, loving the live stream already. Very excited to watch the amazing Vanguard at 3:20. They're coming up soon, which includes my husband, Tom. That's a shout out from Tom's wife, Amy. Lovely. Thank you so much, Amy, for donating. I've done that classic thing where in my first decade of Barbershop, I filled it with as much as I physically possibly could.
Wow.
So I've been singing in quartets since my very first mixed quartet Patchwork in 2013.
Yes.
And I've won 2 mixed quartet gold medals with Patchwork and Scramble.
That's very impressive.
And then I also sing with Avalon, who are Labs' 2018 champion quartet and European champions at the last European convention. So that happened in 2022 after COVID delays. Formerly a BABS performance judge and a director of a Region 31 chorus, Viva a cappella. Shout out to any Vivas watching at home. I love you and I miss you. And now I sing with London City Singers in Labs. So I have done as much as I possibly can, now slightly limited by having a 14-month-old around at conventions. But she's here and she's immersing herself. We're cutting back to the stage. Oh, we're coming back. There's been a slight delay, which gives us an opportunity to tell you about our first competitor in the contest, which is Vanguard. They are a quartet from Windsor in Chesham. Yes. We've got Sam, Andy, Tom and Matt, who have, a couple of them sang together in Court Essential for a few years. Some of you may know that quartet name. But after 2 of the original members left, they decided to break it up and form a new one. So this is a fairly new quartet. They formed summer last year, and we're back.
Please close the doors. And may we have the house lights down. We are ready for our first contestant. Contestant number 1, from Windsor and Chesham, Vanguard.
If you only say you're mine, I'll leave everything behind. Ever faithful, ever true, nothing matters, love, but you. Nothing matters, love, but you, only you. If the sun should tumble from the sky, if the sea should suddenly run dry, if you love me, really love me, let it happen, I won't care. If it seems that everything is lost, I will smile and never count the cost. If you love me, really love me, let it happen, darling, I won't care, I won't care. Shall I catch a shooting star? Shall I bring it where you are? If you want me to, I will. Oh, I'd do anything at all, even make a set me any task, I'll do anything you ask. If you only say you care, oh, my love, my love, if I should die, even death, it wouldn't mean goodbye, for you love me, truly love me. Keep on smiling, I'll be there. And at last, when your life too shall end, we will be together once again. If you love me, really love me, then whatever happens I won't care. If you love me, darling, I'll be there, eternity will share. Whatever happens, I won't care.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Do da ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da da da. Up at dawn and sleepy and yawning, still the taste of wine, 'cause I remember you're mine, and I've got a world that's fine, that's fine. What's before me? Routines that bore me, punch the clock at 8. Then I remember you're mine, and I've got a world that's great. Atom bombs, those bombs, keep Kennedy and false alarms. Half the universe is up in arms, so I flip a little too until I'm holding you. And what's the hassle? I'll buy the castle. We can live like kings. If you remember you're mine, then I got a world that you've got a world that we got a world that swings, Got no mansion and I got no yacht. Still I'm happy with what I've got, 'cause I remember you're mine, and I've got a world that swings, I got the world on a string. I'm sitting on a rainbow, got the string around my finger. The string reminds me you're mine, and I've got a world that swings. Atom bombs, Cape Kennedy and false alarms. Half the universe is up in arms, so I flip a little too until I'm holding you. What's the hassle? I'll buy the castle. We can live like kings. If you remember you're mine, then I've got a world, and you've got a world, and he's got a world, and she's got a world that swings, I've got a world that swings, you got a world that swings, any way you look at it, I've got a world that do. I've got a world that swings, swinging, baby, yeah.
welcome back. Weren't they just brilliant?
That was Vanguard, fantastic.
Yeah.
We found one of their fun facts that they submitted for us, which we thought you'd enjoy. Andy and Matt went to Europeans in Helsingborg. That was earlier this month, Europeans in Sweden. And they went with the Royal Harmonics. And they said it was extra fun for Matt because this is his hometown, and where, as a 16-year-old, he started his barbershop journey with the Helsingborg Barber Boys.
Isn't
It's so much fun. I love hearing about people's barbershop origin stories, like we were telling you about ours just now. It's fantastic.
Very interesting, isn't it?
The next quartet up has a fun name, Jam First. I believe they're from Cornwall. My fellow co-host here is from Devon and has something to say about that.
Devon and Cornwall have a bit of a rivalry over silly things like scones. So Jam First is obviously a reference to how people in Cornwall like to eat their scones. They put the jam on first and then the clotted cream. I disagree. I heavily disagree. I will die on this hill or this scone. Cream should go on first. I do think cream should go on first because when you butter and jam a piece of bread, you have the dairy product
Sorry,
first.
Jam First, I'm in agreement, I've got to say. The cream acts like the butter.
Yeah, it just makes sense, guys.
We've got one shout out to give you here. Thank you so much for donating, Debbie Penfold. She says, wishing the very, very best of luck to the fabulous Great Western Chorus, the Bristol Mix, Endeavour Chorus, Mixed Blessings, and In the Wings, all of whom have friends from our blooming, brilliant Bristol community, especially Bristol Fashion Chorus.
Wow.
I just had to mention us too. Of course you did. Have a blast with love from a huge fan of you all, Debbie P, with many kisses. That's a huge shout out to the big Bristol crew.
That's amazing. And if you'd like to donate, you can do that as well and have your shout out read out on screen. Isn't it fun? Yes, there are lots of choruses in Bristol, aren't they?
There are, yeah. Of course, that's where I had my barbershop origin story. It was in Bristol with the University of Bristol Barbershop Singers. And a lot of people in the group got to experience sort of, I don't want to say proper, because Tubbs itself obviously did a lot of performing as well, but the big competitions with some of those choruses as well. It's fantastic. We're cutting to the stage.
Please close the doors. And may we have the house lights down. We're ready for our next contestant. Contestant number 2, from Cornwall, Jam First.
Maybe I'm old-fashioned, feeling as I do. Maybe I am living in the past, but when I meet the right one, I know that I'll be true. My first love will be my last. When I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love. In a restless world like this is, love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. And the moment I can feel that way too, when they know that it just isn't so. But when my heart says I love you, darling, look in my eyes and you'll know. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. And the moment I can feel that, you feel that way too, and you feel that way too, is when I fall in love. When I fall in, when I fall in love with you. Fall in love with When skies are cloudy and grey, they're only grey for a day. So wrap your troubles in dreams and dream your troubles away, away, until that sunshine peeps through. There's only one thing to do, just wrap your troubles in dreams and dream your troubles away. Your castles may tumble, that's fate after all. Life's really funny that way. No need to grumble, smile as they fall. Weren't you king for a day? So just remember that sunshine always follows the rain. So wrap your troubles in dreams and dream your troubles away. Oh, dream, just dream your troubles away. I say dream, just dream your troubles away. Castles may tumble, that's fate after all. Life's really funny that way. Hey, don't need to grumble, just smile as they fall. Weren't you king for a day? A day, just remember that sunshine always follows the rain. So wrap your troubles in dreams and dream your troubles up. Just dream your troubles away.
That was Jam First.
Jam First. Their ballad, When I Fall in Love, is beautiful. I think it's one of the most beautiful songs that's ever been written, and we had it as our first dance song at the wedding. So it always touches me when I hear that one. It's gorgeous.
That's so lovely.
Next up we have
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous, and I'm going to let my wonderful co-host talk to you about them because they're friends of yours.
They are. They're friends of mine. It's Bella on lead, Abby on tenor, Dylan on baritone, and Matt Friends on bass, if I remember correctly.
I'm sure you do.
And they are my very, very good friends. They are so fabulous, so talented, all of them. And they've been really dedicated. They've been rehearsing a lot, even though Matt lives in Birmingham and the rest of them are based in Manchester. So they've really put the hours in. Yeah, they've really put the hours in. And Matt spent quite a lot of time, you know, sleeping overnight on my sofa, basically. I live with Dylan. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a good time. Yeah.
So they're competing in the Youth Quartet
They are.
contest. We've been a little lapse in telling you which contest each of them are in. So Jam First, you just heard, we're in the seniors contest, and they're going to be competing in the youth contest.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Yes, they.
Fun anecdotes for us.
Oh, I don't think so. But
Have you heard them sing? Did they sing in the anniversary show as well?
They did. They did sing for the anniversary show for Mumps, and oh my, no, they didn't.
No.
I lie.
Oh.
Sorry, guys, this is fake
So
news.
their first time on stage seems to have been prelims, they were
Yes.
saying. But so this is their first time on the big stage. Oh, hello. Please come and join us. We have a quartet here to sing with us.
To sing with us?
Sing with us? Talk to
We
us.
can if you'd like. Hi, guys.
Hello, welcome. Please have a seat, everybody.
Thank you.
This is, we have Vanguard
Yes.
here.
Hi, welcome.
Weren't you good?
Please feel free to go around and introduce yourselves so we know who you are and what voice part you sing.
So I'm Andrew, and I'm the lead.
Yay.
Andrew, I know, yeah, very formal. Very formal.
I'm Sam, I sing tenor.
I'm Matt, I'm the bass.
And I'm Tom, and I'm Barry.
Now, before the contest happens, you were submitting information about yourselves as a quartet. And we heard a little bit about the Helsingborg Barber Boys.
That's right, yeah, that's right.
tell us.
But it was, well,
I'm so sorry, we've just been told we're going to have to cut short because we're going to stage. We'll talk to you afterwards.
cliffhanger.
And may we have the house lights down. We are ready for our next contestant. Contestant number 3. From Manchester, Bolton and Birmingham, Ambidextrous!
Oh, why can't my dreams come true? As we eye the blue horizons bend, earth and sky appear to meet and end. But it's merely an illusion, like your heart and mine. There is no sweet conclusion. I can see no matter how near you'll be, you'll never belong to me. But I can dream, can't I? Can't I pretend that I'm locked in the bend of your embrace? For dreams are just like wine, and I am drunk with my mood. I'm aware my heart is a sad affair. There's much disillusion there, but I can dream, can't I? Can't I adore you, although we are oceans apart? I can't make you open your heart, but I can dream, can't I? Can't I love you and adore you, although we are oceans apart? can't make you open your heart, but I can dream. I can dream. Can't I? Oh, I can dream. Can't I? I can't stop crying. Ooh, yeah. This melodrama in my head
has got me all inspired to set some common sense on fire. Too late to quit while I'm ahead. I'm ahead.
My pity party's over, and I'm sorry it went so long. Too bad you couldn't make it, but it really wasn't all that fun. Whoa, misery sucks to be me, just waiting for the sun. My pity party's over, ain't you glad that it's all done?
Try
not to leave me in my pot of tears, but the ego said, get out and go home. I should put on my pants, get over it, but I just wanna eat a pint of ice cream in the dark of the wall.
all alone.
And when I'm sick of singing solo, I'll call you on the phone so you can tell me what I wanna hear.
I'll be crying, moaning, whining, groaning, watching all my friends
disappear. My pity party's over, and I'm sorry it went so long. Too bad you couldn't make it, but it really wasn't all that fun. Whoa, misery sucks to be me, waiting for the sun. But my pity party's over, and aren't you glad that it's all done? Aren't you glad that it's all done?
Well, I remember when my mama sat me down and she said, baby, when you're done, you gotta be tough.
But mommy, other people do it wrong and other people take too long, so give me and I'll do it myself.
Do it myself, but when I'm sick again, nowhere, hungry as hell, and there ain't no more midnight oil to burn.
See you tomorrow. When's the little girl gonna learn? But now my pity party's over.
Da 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 da. Oh no, you're not invited.
It doesn't matter 'cause you're not invited. That's right.
You're not invited. I don't care 'cause you're not invited. No, you're not invited, so get out of the way. Yeah, you better hear what I say. My pity party's over. I'm so glad that the party's done. Yeah, my pity party's over. It wasn't all that fun. Whoa, misery
Sucks to be me,
waiting for the sun. My pity party's over. I said my pity party's over. My pity party's over. And aren't you glad?
glad that it's all done.
Aren't you glad my pity party's over and done? You better believe it's done. I need to tell you that my pity party's done. My party's done.
The pity party's done.
They were so good. My God, I'm proud of them. I'm so proud.
We're going to give Rosa a moment to compose herself. We're back with Vanguard, and we were about to hear about the Helsingborg Barber Boys.
Yeah, I think the build-up to that one is, I feel a bit shy to tell.
Pressure's on.
Yeah, exactly. No, I used to sing with the Barber Boys in Helsingborg when I was a little bit younger. I was probably a fresh 16-year-old, 16, 17.
Just 5 years ago.
Exactly,
Yeah,
it wasn't
not
that
long
long
at
ago.
all, no.
5 years have been rough.
But that's... Thanks, Sam. You I could trust you. Yeah.
Again, it's the quartet that really rings through in these conversations.
But no, it was a great start, great introduction to Barbershop. I had a quartet there as well, and then of course left and moved to this country and had a sort of a 30-year gap before I went back into
Right, so
Barbershop
you didn't seek out your
I
closest
tried
immediately.
to. I was up in Scotland, and in those days,
Of course.
Scotland had nothing,
Yeah.
well, at least Barbershop-wise. But yeah, so coming back to Helsingborg for the Europeans was quite an experience for me to bring Royal Harmonics
really
with
nice.
us. And,
We went to Sweden and all we came back was with these crappy lanyards.
yeah. They're very nice lanyards.
Yes, they're actually lovely lanyards, just to clarify.
No, it was a good weekend.
Wonderful. Right, you have the bonus opportunity to give any shout-outs you might have. So is there anyone watching at home you'd like to say hello to?
Oh my goodness, yes.
I don't think I've got anyone at home watching, I'm afraid.
I'm sure there is. If there is some...
Sad face.
Yeah.
Sure there are
I
many.
mean, I will say my lovely wife Julia was in the audience today.
Oh, exciting. So,
Have
you
already had
don't need to
messages
shout out on the
of
camera.
Hey, she deserves it. And I think, that young Callum deserves
Shout
a
out to my wife Rachel and little one Callum if they're watching.
Yes.
So tiny, so cute.
How tiny?
6.5 months.
6.5 months.
It's adorable.
And I think Naomi, Lacey and Emily were watching at one point. I imagine they've long since given up.
Text and tell them to come back and rewind. Thank you very much for joining us, gents.
That's a
Good
pleasure.
to have you had a wonderful time on stage.
We did.
Thank you.
Great time. Thank you very much.
Are you looking forward to the rest of the weekend, all the events?
Absolutely. Well, being on first has got the benefit of us being able to relax a little bit and actually watch the rest of the competition, which is amazing. Yeah.
And one lucky soul in this quartet got a chance to sing with Vocal Spectrum.
Later on.
Excellent. What song have you chosen?
Cheer Up Charlie.
Cheer Up Charlie. My husband's doing the same.
Oh, Jason, yeah, of course.
Oh, it's exciting. Oh, and we're cutting back to the stage for the next quartet.
It's amazing.
Stewards, please close the doors. And may we have the house lights down. We are ready for our next contestant. Contestant number 4. From the Isle of Wight and Portsmouth, Blue-Eyed Boys.
She wore blue velvet, whoa, bluer than velvet was the night, softer than satin was the light from the stars, She wore blue velvet, whoa, bluer than velvet were her eyes, warmer than May her tender sighs, her love was ours, Ours was a love I held tightly, feeling the rapture grow, like a flame burning brightly. But when she left, gone. the glow of blue velvet. Whoa, 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 whoa. But in my heart there'll always be precious and warm a memory through the years, and I still can see blue velvet through my tears, velvet through my tears. Chances are, 'cause I wear a silly grin the moment you come into view. Chances are you think that I'm in love with you. Just because my composure sort of slips the moment that your lips meet mine. Chances are you think my heart's your Valentine. In the magic of moonlight, when I sigh, hold me close, dear. Chances are you believe the stars that fill the skies are in my eyes. Guess you feel you'll always be the one and only one for me. And if you think you could, well, chances are your chances are awfully good. The chances are your chances are awfully. Chances are your chances awfully good.
Hello, we are new people here. We don't just look different because we changed clothes. We're actually different human beings.
Wow.
That was the Blue-Eyed Boys.
It was.
My name is Joe. This is Fred.
Hello.
Say something about yourself, Fred.
I am singing with Great Western Chorus. This is my second convention.
Oh, yeah?
I'm very happy to be here. I'm singing a new part this year. I'm on baritone this year.
Why?
because we only had 3 baritones otherwise.
Oh, okay.
It was purely a numbers thing.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to say something about yourself?
No, nothing about me. We're going to move on to the 6'4" are coming on next. I like to remain a man of mystery, an international man of mystery.
Maybe throughout the next couple of hours we'll learn things about you.
Well, if I told you any of that, I'd have to kill you.
Okay,
and
fine.
we don't want any of that. What we want is the 6'4", which is the next quartet in the contest, a youth quartet.
A youth quartet.
This is one of very few years at BABS where the youth contest is actually taking place at the convention and not at prelims. We saw Ambidextrous, a couple quartets ago.
They were fab.
Very good.
Very
good,
good.
I thought. I also hear the 6'4" are pretty good as well, so
Indeed.
I think it's going to be a pretty stiff competition for those guys.
So yeah, so the 6'4", these are 4 guys from Imperial College in London.
Yes, I think they sing with Tectonics, the
exactly,
acapella
which is
group there.
the same one that produced Star Hypothesis.
Exactly. Good crop of people there.
Indeed. I think the baritone is in your chorus, Meantime?
Not my chorus, but somebody's chorus. I used to be in Meantime, but
Oh,
I'm
you no
not
longer-
anymore. So I don't know
my
this person,
apologies.
but people who I know do know this person. And if that's not vouching for their character, I don't know what is.
Brilliant. I think maybe one of the best names of the weekend, the 6'4".
I was reading these things that we were given, and apparently another quartet wanted to be called 6'4",
Yes.
but it was taken. So so clearly a name in high demand.
Well, are you anywhere near 6'4"?
I am not even close. I'm closer to 5'4" than 6'4". But we are getting word that Mr. Alistair Lamionan is coming out of the shadows to announce this wonderfully named quartet, the 6'4". So I think we're going to throw over to that now.
We are ready for our next contestant. Contestant number 5. From London, the 6'4".
A little dream castle with every dream gone is lonely and silent. The shades are all drawn, and my heart is heavy as I gaze upon cottage for sale. The lawn we were proud of is waving in hay. A beautiful garden has withered away. Where you planted roses, the weeds seem to say. Cottage for sale. From every single window I see your face, but when I reach a window, there's empty space. The keys in the mailbox, the same as before, but no one is waiting for me anymore. The end of our story is told on the door. Our cottage for sale. Single window I see your face, but when I reach a window, there's empty space. I'm sorry I hurt you, I know I'm to blame. That cottage without you is not. It's just not the same. The keys in the mailbox, the same as before, but you won't be waiting for me anymore. The end of our story is told on the door. Cottage for sale. It hurts to know you're gone, as I sit here and gaze upon our sweet little cottage for sale. Cottage for sale. That's our cottage for sale.
A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Come on, boys, kick it tight. We're gonna rock and roll all night, all night. Ow!
Let's go wandering down in sweet home Kentucky, why don't we? Hit it, boys.
Yeah, well, my baby and me went out late Saturday night. Late Saturday night. Well, I had my hair piled high and my baby just looked so right. Well, I picked you up at 10, gotta have you on my two. Your mama don't know what I got in store for you, but that's alright. We're looking as cool as can be. Well, I found a little place that really didn't look half bad. Not bad, no, not really bad. I had a drink on the rocks and change of $1 for the jukebox. The jukebox. Well, I put a quarter right into that can, but all it played was Disco Man. Come on, pretty baby, let's get out of here right away, right away. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Oh yeah, we're gonna rock this town, make 'em scream and shout. Well, let's rock, 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 man, rock. We're gonna rock till we pop, we're gonna roll till we drop. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. There ain't no doubt. Well, we're having a ball, just a bopping on the big dance floor. On the dance floor, there's a really old square cat, looks a 1974. Kick him out that door. Well, he looked at me once, he looked at me twice, he looked at me again. There's gonna be a fight, gonna rock it out, rip this place apart, no doubt. Gonna bop and rock it inside out. Let's rock and rock, ziggity bop bop ba. Go rocking around, kicking around to go rip rock, kick it up, pick it up. We're gonna bop it, stomping it, beat it down and drop that rhythm all through the town. Gonna strut that like a big fat stray cat. Meow, we'll rock this town, rock it inside out, yeah, yeah. We're gonna rock this town, make 'em scream and shout, wow. Let's rock, rock, yeah, rock, man, rock. We're gonna rock till we pop, we're gonna roll till we drop. And we'll rock this town, this rockin' town. Gonna get on down, bobbing all around. Rock, 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 no doubt. Rock it inside out.
Yeah.
You really waited till the last second.
Yeah.
And we're back. So that was the 6'4".
Not all of them were 6 foot, I noticed,
One
so
of them
they
was
will be
4.
taken to court, and
It is legal to
the
misrepresent
criminal
yourself.
proceedings will begin. That's called perjury, I believe, because they were in the court of public opinion. You can't lie.
That's brilliant stuff.
There.
So I believe that second song, they were inspired to do that by a certain quartet called Hot Ticket. Have you heard of them?
Well, I've heard a little thing or two about them. I'm very familiar with that song. They made a lot of the same changes that we did, although we made all the same changes as Studio 4 when they did that, so they're not really our changes. But yeah, my lead, Ollie, coached them on that, so if it wasn't so great, then blame him.
I see. But if it was great,
blame the quartet.
You can take the... Yeah.
No, don't give Ollie credit for anything good. That's my rule of life.
If it's good, it was because of you. If it was bad, it's all Ollie's fault.
Yeah, I wasn't super involved in the process, but I will take the credit for it.
I think you should.
So who have we got next? We've got Okie Dokie, a little bit of a pun name there, I think.
We've got 2 pun names in a row.
Yes.
It's a strong...
We're not gagging for pun names this year. There's a lot of them in the mix.
Yeah.
Do we have anything about Okie Dokie on here? No, we don't. They haven't given us no fun facts, no factoids. We can't do any trivia about Okie Dokie.
I think, therefore, we should just make something up.
Well, I assume that's something to do with the chorus with Oak in the name.
Royal Oak?
Royal Oak, that's it. I forgot it for a bit there. I thought Oak City, but that doesn't make any sense.
Oak City?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say that they're all big gardening fans.
They're all huge gardening fans. That's why they love oaks so much. As we all know, oaks can grow in gardens if you really want them to.
They love carpentry and woodworking.
Yes.
I think.
Well, oak is a wood.
Indeed, it is.
So this is just sort of some of the good stuff that you can get if you send in a fact about yourself. Another thing, you can donate to this live stream, and maybe we'll respond to what you put in the message, and that'll be a bit of fun, and you can keep this live stream going for years to come as well.
That'll be so much fun. You can even tell us what your favourite kind of wood is.
You can tell us who your favourite host is. If it's me, then you get your money back. But that's not a legally binding thing that I just said.
If it's me, I would advise you to maybe check your glasses or get better taste.
Oh, steady on, Fred. I don't know if there's anything... who have we got coming up, actually? We've got an interval after this.
And then we've got a third in a row pun name, the Setting Suns.
Oh, and also, Okie Dokie is for the seniors contest.
Indeed.
Like I said before, this time at BABS we're having the youth contest and the seniors contest intermingled with the main contest. So 6'4" that you just saw were youth, and Okie Dokie coming up will be seniors, and I assume will be seniors to come. And then after that, Setting Suns.
Thank you for that clarification, that you don't age out of seniors.
No, well, you know.
I think we've got an Alice Lammerman in a pink suit.
We do. It's not pink, it's grey, but the lighting does confuse you. So we'll send back to him now.
House lights down. Contestant number 6. From Nottingham, Okie Dokie.
I woke up this morning feeling fine. There's something special on my mind. 'Cause last night I met a new girl in my neighborhood. Oh, yeah. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something. She's the kind of girl who's not too shy, and I can tell I'm her kind of guy. She danced close to me like I hoped she would. She danced with me like I hoped she would. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something good, oh yeah. We only danced for a minute or two, but then she stuck close to me the whole night through. Can I be falling in love? She's everything I've been dreaming of. I walked her home and she held my hand. I knew it couldn't be just a one-night stand, so I asked to see her next week, and she told me I asked to see her and she told me I could now. Something tells me I'm into something good. I'm into something good. I'm something good. So good, so good. I'm into something good, 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 good. Something good. We only danced for a minute or two, and then she stuck close to me the whole night through. Can I be falling in love? She's everything I've been, no matter where or when. She's everything I've been dreaming of. I walked her home, she held my hand. I knew it couldn't be just a one-night stand. I asked to see her next week, and she told me I could. She told me I could, yeah. Something tells me I'm into something good. I'm into something good. Something good. Oh, yeah. Something good, oh, of all the tales that you will hear as through this life you go, there's none so sad or teary as a lover's tale of woe. So listen to this poet's song, its words so full of pain. The emptiness of love gone wrong. The love I loved in vain. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, born like a vapor on the summer air. I hear her melodies like joys gone by, sighing round my heart o'er the fond hopes that die, sighing like the night wind and sobbing like the rain, wailing for the lost one that won't come back again. My heart bows low, never more to find her in the dawn's sweet glow, never more to find her in the dawn's
Hello, we've multiplied and we've got suits now. We are here with the 6'4" who were just on stage. Scroll back if you missed them. They're in the youth contest. And tell us a little bit about how you guys got together.
Well, I'll hand over to our group historian, Johnny Williams, to talk about that one.
So we all sang in the same university a cappella group, so called the Tectonics, which has stemmed from Imperial College London, which has stemmed previous quartet champions before. And and so we all loved singing together. Ruben and I used to sing in a quartet together. And
what was that called?
It was
called Short Back and Sides.
So you're a very height-based quartet experience
I've now been
far.
in 2 barbershop quartets, and both of them have been a joke about my height. So,
I know how that feels.
there we go. That's the fun fact.
I heard that you're actually 6 foot, and these guys are just like 8 foot.
No, I'm 6'4".
No,
Yeah.
they're 6 foot and he's 4.
Oh yeah.
No, 6. It's indisputed. It says it on Tinder, so it's true.
That is the barometer of fact, I think.
Yeah.
It's like Wikipedia. Yeah.
If you lie on there, they ban you, so it can't be a lie.
Oh, this is on the internet.
Yeah.
Cut that. Oh, dear.
Okay, so you came from Tectonics, and how long have you guys been together as a 4?
Yeah, we've been singing for about since like September, October. We did like a couple of months.
So that was like really soon before prelims.
Yeah, so like just
a month before
prelims.
prelims.
Then we did prelims, and then we've been doing semi-regular rehearsals since.
Yeah, most of them with 3 out of 4 people.
Yeah, that's true.
Due to timetable.
The same 3 or different 3?
Different
3.
One of them just took 3 months sabbatical.
Well, I know that Ambidextrous have often been doing top 3 trios without Matt because he's in a different city, for example.
Well,
really?
I didn't know whether you had the same 3 or.
We're all at the same university. We just.
So are you all still at Imperial?
Well,
Josh is
everyone
across
except
the
me.
road.
Yeah, I see. But you're still in London?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I am.
So how was it, your first time at the big convention?
Yeah, it was terrifying. I couldn't stop my legs from just like shaking on stage.
Oh my god!
So, yeah, it was
meant to be inspiring confidence.
Say it was really easy and chill and fun.
It was really easy and chill. Yeah.
We'll do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That's right. So I believe that you're from Meantime as well, right?
Yes.
So did you kind of persuade these guys to do Barbershop?
Well, they were doing Barbershop before me actually in Short Back and Sides. Peter wasn't, but I joined Meantime, and then after nearly a year of being in Meantime, I thought I'd quite like to be in a quartet now. I got sucked into the Barbershop cult. And so I approached these guys, and we thought it'd be cool to make a quartet. And Peter was a really obvious choice because it's just super solid bass, and we know him well. We've sung with him for years. It just made sense.
So how did you get into Barbershop from there?
I got approached by a member of Sound Hypothesis, Aaron.
Yeah.
And he came up to me and said, "You should join my chorus now that you've left Tectonics." And I was like, "Cool, send me the details." And then I emailed Meantime and didn't get a response for about 2 months.
That sounds
emailed
about
a different email and got a response. And the rest is history.
No, that's really good.
A fun little fact for you. I went to the same school as Aaron.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah, just random fact.
Wow. Did you bully him?
No, he was about
missed opportunity then.
5 years older than me.
Well, okay. Well, we can aim high in terms of our bullying.
I would have been quite brave as a year 7. Just be like, "Oh, you!"
Yeah.
So year 7s these days are getting
Rowdy.
Big for their boots.
I know.
I wasn't one of those.
Oh, right, okay. Neither was I, but.
I hated everyone. So how did you find that it went? Well, actually, tell us about your 2 songs that you sang.
So Cottage for Sale, I think, is one that I suggested, and it was kind of, I think it was probably the first, the Newfangled 4 recording. It's probably the first BHS video I ever saw.
Yeah.
And without having really been exposed to Barbershop before at all, this was like 2 years before I joined Meantime. I thought it was just such a great arrangement, and obviously great quartet, and I was just like, this is amazing music, and I've always wanted to sing that, and so we started singing that, and then Rock This Town was.
Well, ironically, it was suggested by your quartet mate. So we had Ollie.
Well, it wasn't suggested.
Oh no, sorry.
No. He came in for coaching, with Julian, and then afterwards we were like, right, let's look these guys up and scour the entire internet for videos because we need a second song, and we saw you guys perform it, and we were like, yeah, we'll go for that. So That's how that one came about.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I really like that song.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's great fun.
Both pretty hard songs as well. Pretty big ones to tackle, I think. I think you guys did a great job of both of them. So
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think the lots of young people I think are getting into Barbershop from Newfangled 4. Certainly it was my first exposure as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first song I ever sang in a quartet was Super Cali with some friends at school.
Nice.
For similar reasons, I just stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
They were Newfangled 4 were here at the end of last year.
Yeah, I remember.
We did a show with them in Cardiff.
Yeah.
Which was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, no, fantastic.
do we have the Light Fantastic here, Simon?
We do. Like them.
Well, yeah. Well, I think it's now a good time to shift around, guys. It's been lovely to talk to you guys.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Good luck for results. That's way more nerve-wracking than being on stage. Stage is fine. The call-off is horrible. So
go enjoy a well-earned break and relax now and enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
We're going to go find fish and chips.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
And there they go. And here they come. The current Labs Mix champs of the quartets. The Light Fantastic.
You can. Hello, mate. You're right.
Sir, very good to see you.
I must say, much worse dressed.
Indeed.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Well, I'm wearing my I want to tag, I'll teach you a tag.
You're in the
and
wrong
BABS.
place, unfortunately, if you want to
there's
tag.
too many people for a tag. We haven't got time to learn a six-parter.
How long? We're in the interval. So you guys are going to America
Yep.
We are.
in
On
like
the
a month.
28th of June, yeah. We can't wait. Really
Cannot
look forward
wait.
to it.
Cannot wait. So, yeah, both are. Yeah, we're going. Chorus Lux a cappella is going. So it's going to be fab.
Yeah.
It's been my dream for about 6 years, which for me is a long time in Barbershop.
Yeah, I remember when I just got in. The locksmiths had qualified, and were
Yeah.
in the draw, and then had to pull out.
We did that many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we qualified 5 times in a row. Never got to go. I'm not bitter about it. I mean, we're on a live stream. I'm definitely not bitter about it. I don't go to sleep every night thinking what could have been, but you know, apart from that, yeah. But yeah,
Could have
I
come a
can't-
solid
yeah,
33rd.
Exactly. We could have come fair to middling, or fair to bottom. But that's okay. It's about the taking part.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait for it though. It's going to be amazing.
It's getting a huge audience to hear like what you've been putting together is like the main part of it. Going to win is there's no point of that. So I think it's going to be great for both Lux and the Light Fantastic there. I think people are going to love it.
It's going to be a good convention. We've got loads of UK groups going, so it's
Yeah.
It's going to be like Little England.
Just going to convention overall.
Yeah.
Who has been to international here?
Joe's competed.
Only Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've never been.
No,
Oh my god.
It's my second BABS convention.
Second
I mean,
BABS.
you need to get it sorted. I've never been either.
We'll see
11
how
years,
WWC
never been.
do, yeah.
But
I'm super excited about seeing like the rest of convention as well, which is just because it goes on for 6 days.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to be here doing BABS for 6 days?
Contractually, as a board member, I have to say yes.
We would love that, yes.
I would love it to last 6 days, 100%. Yes.
No, it's an incredible experience. It's just constant, like world-class level seeing. It's tiring more than anything else.
Well, a couple after things I'm looking forward to seeing, apart from like competing and stuff. But Music City Chorus, I think, are on the same day as Lux. A couple after, we've got like the timing sheets through, and like most groups, it says how long will you be on stage. It's like 12 minutes, 15 minutes. Music City Chorus, I think their sheet says 26 minutes.
Yeah, brilliant.
Which means I am very much looking forward to changing out of my clothes and getting back in the auditorium, or I'm sure what will be a very entertaining and interesting set.
Like you have no time restriction then? You can
No time restriction in
and you
VHS.
still do 2 songs, but what, they're just mammoth songs?
Yeah, medleys and stuff. Yeah,
A lot of
I mean,
talking in them as well.
you were at Europe. We were all at European, but like 08. How long was 08's?
Probably like 14 minutes.
Yeah, their
altogether.
Les Mis medley. The first song was a very, very long.
Very long.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's no
Didn't
time
feel
restrictions.
Long, but it was long.
It was. It didn't feel long. You got to the end and was like, oh,
Yeah.
I would have fit an extra couple of songs in. It's just lazy. So,
Do the whole thing.
Just do the whole of Les Mis.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you could. It is sung through, so you
Yeah.
could just do the whole of Les Mis.
Write this down. Yeah, for next time.
3 hours later.
If anyone would take that on, I think it's you.
Yeah.
No, I've got enough in my life, Fred.
I don't think that's true.
It's actually something I quite like about Sweet Ads, actually. They do like the finals packages that, like, you know, you have like a bit of performance and like some non-barbershop stuff in there, maybe, you know, or a bit of storytelling, a bit of character of like the chorus as well. You get a bit more personality, which is really
way
kind of
more
cool.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, BHS is good as well. It's fine.
Oh, we love BHS. I agree though. It's the only sad thing is the only groups that get to do their like extra their show set are the ones who get in the final.
Yeah.
So you'd be like gutted to be like 11th and like not to get to do your extra.
I've waited for a lot of
non-contest.
scores, and the most nervous I've ever been was waiting for Forth Valley when Lisa had gone the first time to see, because I know how much work they put into that finals package.
Yeah.
And if you don't get into that top 10, you're not performing.
You don't do
It's
it.
just like, that's just unimaginable. That amount of work, and you're just like, now walk away.
And you have to, if you're close, you have to prepare the others. as well.
But thankfully they did go through, and it was amazing. So
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the most nervous for scores I've ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Are you? I'm going to now become the host. Are you competing at all?
I'm
this
doing
weekend?
nothing.
Doing nothing.
Just this.
Just
This is all
this?
I'm doing. Other than that, I'm tagging and I'm not drinking, but you know,
One second,
general
1
gaiety.
second.
We'll see. No, I don't like that. I can't touch those.
You can't put a badge on.
I don't like badges.
You don't like badges.
No.
Any
A
badge.
tattoo.
No. Well, I don't
put a
think
tag
we're
on your
offering
head.
that right now.
But Fred, you're competing.
I am tomorrow.
With who?
With the Great Western Chorus. So Simon actually came to coach us. So there's a rule, I believe, is that how many days before convention can you not coach if you're judging?
It's 28 or 30.
Around about a
And
month.
how many days before did you?
The exact number of days that I
it
could.
was
Very suspicious.
I did check with the information. I was like,
like,
we're okay.
like, we rehearsed on a Wednesday. If you'd come on a Thursday, that wouldn't have been allowed.
No, exactly. Yeah. So it was
but
within about 6 hours of not being allowed.
But it's all above board.
Oh,
it's all
of course
fine.
it is.
Right, yeah.
Well, I was there.
So
I
the
was,
person in the group says.
Yes. I was coaching. I'd been booked to coach a new mixed quartet down in Bristol, and I contacted Craig Kehoe and was like, "I'm in the late. It'd be lovely to kind of come and visit." It was like, "Come and do some work." Yeah. It's like you can't just come and visit. You can come and do some work. Like actually do some work. You can't just sit there and listen and enjoy your evening.
And
You have
Fred,
to do
was
something.
he any good?
Yeah, I was alright.
Was he really?
You know, he wouldn't shut up a few times, but you know, no, he was fantastic.
Sounds about right.
As much as I'd love to slag him off and you know say bad things about Simon, he was actually fantastic. And I think the chorus responded really well to what you had to say.
Oh,
which is a really boring answer. I'd love to say, "Now you were rubbish."
No. Well, all I will say is, of all the coaches, when you have coaches, and you'll have had this, you'll have had loads of coaches that some people have a coach and they're just perfect for that group. And another group will have a coach and it just like, they're still good, but it just doesn't click. And it's like, dependent on what the group vision is, what the kind of ethos is, quartets and stuff, you're like, I've got to have that person. Sometimes you've got to try this person, you try them and it's like, it doesn't gel.
Doesn't resonate.
No, it's like that coach kind of that
Some
relationship
people can
is.
just sprinkle some magic on. Like they may say the same thing in a different way, but there's something about them, and the whole chorus has like an emotional movement together, and that ups the level. But more than that, it's like a really deep connection. And you come away, everyone comes away feeling emotionally, perhaps a little bit exhausted, but also like really impacted
Like a
by
spiritual
the whole thing. Yeah,
more than just a technical.
We've gone deep.
I think we responded well to what you had to say. I think you kind of got
I loved
us
it. It was really good.
as a group, the kind of the banter, but wanted to work hard.
Yeah, well, I think when you see some of the groups, when you go around the country, you see different groups, quartets and choruses, you just see that like they've all got there's similarities, but there is always different ethoses and different kind of vibes. Like I was impressed by the length of Great Western's vocal warm-up.
Yeah.
It was long.
It's a good 30, 45 minutes, something like that.
Yeah. Wow. Whereas my chorus, let's just say that if I went more than about 10 minutes, I'd go off on a tangent and some of them would leave. But it's just different ways different groups do things, and it's just fab to go into different groups around the country and just you're like, oh wow, that's really cool, and it works for them, knowing that like I'm sure when you were with Meantime and stuff, there's things that they do that work for them, but if you tried to carbon copy that to a different group that doesn't have that ethos and that vision of what they want, it just wouldn't work in the same way.
The character of a coach kind of matches up with the character of a chorus as well.
Yeah.
And Rolling Hills in Edinburgh, unfortunately, aren't here for convention. But we had coaching with Tim for like the third year. We've had him back kind of 3 years.
Tim,
amazing Tim Briggs. Sorry, yeah. And because we just really love the coaching that Tim has delivered to us. Like every time, it's just been like kind of really both entertaining and like insightful, and the chorus relates to it really well.
Which is surprising because he's a terrible person.
Yeah, that's evil Tim.
The worst.
We love you, Tim. We love you, Tim. You're not a terrible person. You're lovely. Jenny was being sarcastic. I'm going to do the live stream thing, which is, how are donations coming along? Are we mentioning donations a lot?
I mentioned it once, pretty shakily, but I did do it. It's on the screen now, I can see it.
Yes.
There's a QR code. You scan that with your phones if you aren't aware.
Yeah.
Is that the only way to do it?
No, there is a tiny URL /BABS25, I think,
There's
as
a
well.
tiny
that was on
URL.
Yeah.
And if you click on that tiny URL, you can give us money.
Please give us
And
money.
then it will come up on this screen, and we can thank you for it and
Yep.
say your name, and then you'll be sort of famous in a sort of slightly embarrassing way.
And most of all, it will help make sure the live stream can happen in future years.
Yeah, you see, you should definitely also
I
be
will definitely be contributing because I love the live stream.
Yeah.
Since it started happening, perhaps actually only last year.
Didn't you say,
last year,
didn't you say if it goes over $2,000 that you would run naked into the sea?
I
heard that as well.
That was
yeah.
before we came up.
As if I need the encouragement to.
I think it was just 20 quid.
As if you give me 20 quid, I'll run naked.
He'll do it for $2.50.
Yeah.
Donate $2.50 now, and you can see
No,
him
no,
naked
no.
in the sea.
We made all sorts of promises last year that we didn't do. It's like, if you pay this amount, we'll do this thing, and it never happens. So we can only promise things we can actually do.
Well,
like
I think it's on them.
Give
They should
high
learn.
quality barbershop. There you go. That's what we can do.
We can't promise that either.
We can promise barbershop.
That's true.
All barbershop is high quality when it comes from the heart. Sure. There you go.
Where else did it come from, Simon?
Well, it's a good point. Yeah. But no, please do give some donations, and we'd love to do some shout outs and stuff. It will be fun. And there it is. https tinyurl.com/babs25. So be fab, because we love putting it out there. And if you're in the YouTube video, and I'm not doing your job for you, but
fine, I'm
you're
not
in
being
the
paid.
YouTube, give us put some comments in the YouTube and let us know where you're from. If you're in different countries, last year I know that it was fab to see people in all sorts of different countries and giving us shout outs from far-flung places. You want to see who's the furthest away.
Right. What about the time difference? So if it's in America right now, what time would it be?
6 hours, yeah.
Yeah,
Four?
unless you're on Pacific Coast and you're 8 hours.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not awake
Yeah.
yet then.
Oh, well, some of them are here, so, you know.
So they're awake.
So they're awake.
Maybe.
With jet lag. Yeah. But yeah, fab. I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one, I think.
And good luck, Fred.
Thank you very much.
Good luck, Joe, with your not doing very much this weekend.
I think I'm going to do it very well, to be honest.
I think you're going to be fabulous.
And excel at it.
I think you will indeed.
Doing nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes people say that, but they're not actually so good at doing nothing.
Well, I won't be on the stage. They won't get me up there.
I mean, you're already here doing things.
This is hardly a thing. I
Probably
wouldn't call
other
this a thing.
sessions. No other sessions, a breakout session with
Well, I'll
Optic
be
or
there,
something?
but I'm not
Yeah.
doing it. I'm sort of like the Phantom of the Opera.
You sound like you're
sitting
putting
in-
pressure on him to do things.
Yeah, just saying, are you really not doing it?
It sounds like my
I'm
mum on
just
the
sitting
school
at the back.
holidays. As soon as I sit still for 5 minutes.
Yeah, so what are you doing? You need to do something. You can't have a break.
Yeah, and good luck for Lux.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Really excited to see all 900 of you, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's about right. 87 of us,
87.
yeah.
Only 87.
Is that
Yeah.
the group that's going to Denver?
Similar. I think we've got 83 going to Denver, but this is a slightly different 87. Like there's some people who can come here with just family stuff, and some people who can do Denver, and vice versa. But
And you haven't practiced on risers yet, I've heard, which is really unusual.
no, we haven't had any practice on risers yet. And we're doing choreo on Sunday.
Yeah.
So we're doing choreo stuff with riser type choreo and whatever, and we haven't been on risers yet. So Sunday morning is going to be in the Royal Bath Hotel on the risers. Is going to be it'll be sink or indeed swim.
It's going to be great.
And it'll be fine. It's just good fun because obviously we're kind of focusing on Denver, but we really wanted to come in and just kind of do some entertainment, have some fun, see what we got. So yeah, 87 of us, good and proper. It'll probably be 85 by the time we make it there because there's always folks who can't make
Just
it.
lose a couple on the way.
Yeah, well, they'll have better things to do, you know.
Off the end of the pier.
Somewhere in the Atlantic. Yeah.
But no, it should be good fun. We're looking forward to it. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to
Someone's
watching
got vertigo and they don't realise it until they're on the stage because they've never stood on the risers.
Well, I suppose that would be my fault, Jenny.
Yes.
But you know, but we are having.
Why are you taking responsibility?
Yeah, I don't think I'm legally responsible, but you know, I hope I'm not. Anyway, I have to check the Constitution.
I'm scaremongering now.
But yeah, we're looking at trying to get some risers, but like storing them. It's
very expensive. They're a
Like
lot more
expensive
than you
to
expect.
buy and then to store them and then to move them and
We did rehearse with the sophistication of riser curve taped on the floor.
Yeah, gaffer tape.
So we know the rough dimensional space in which we will be singing.
In a two-dimensional plane, we have yet to go with the three-dimensional.
Okay.
So yeah, we're looking forward to taking our performance to the next dimension.
We had VR headsets on and we imagined we were on the stage.
Will there be a 4D Lux Acapella where you could smell them?
Spit on you from the stage.
No, I've let.
5D.
No, we're not doing smell-o-vision.
I think we've got a Jasper.
Jasper Strict has entered the frame. It's been lovely talking to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hosting. And see you soon, folks. Thank you.
Enjoy the setting suns and this next block of contest.
Quartets.
That means 4.
Contestant number 7 from Telford and Gillingham, the Setting Suns.
You took my kisses and you took my love. You taught me how to care. Am I to be just the remnant of a one-sided love affair? Love affair. All you took I gladly gave. There's nothing left for me to save. All of me. Why not take all of me? Ba-dum-dum-dum. Can't you see I'm no good without you? Oh, baby, take my lips. I want to lose them. Take my arms. I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. My darling, how can I go on, dear, without you? I'm a saying you took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? Take all of me. Why not take all of me? Please set me free. Why not take all my broken heart? In a villa, in a little old Italian town, lives a girl whose beauty shames the rose. Many yearn to love her, but their hopes all tumble down. What does she want? No one knows. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely they have blamed you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile, in your smile? Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa.
And that was the Setting Suns. Do you know why they were called the Setting Suns, Fred?
I believe it might be a pun.
I don't know about that, but I do know that they are all somebody's son. Every single one of them.
That is a great fact. They all have parents.
And it cannot be denied. It wasn't on their fact sheet, but I deduced it through the powers of deduction. Do you have anything more to say about the Setting Suns?
The only thing I have to say about them is that they have a member called Dale. Now, Joe, what can you tell me about this next quartet?
They also have a member called Dale. Are they both from Yorkshire? You could call them the Yorkshire Dales. Unfortunately, they're not both from Yorkshire. Perhaps neither of them are from Yorkshire, so that wouldn't make any sense.
Or maybe like an ironic name, the Yorkshire Dales, but they're not from Yorkshire.
It would be a sort of cavalier use of irony if I were to do that, so I wouldn't do it
A real
personally. But
misunderstanding,
I'll let you do that if it calls to you. Yeah, the next quartet is Flat Chance. They are from
Cotton Town Chorus.
Which is in?
Manchester.
Is it? I thought they were in Bolton.
Are they?
It says Manchester on the sheet, so we've been lied to, or Cotton Town have moved en masse to Manchester. So Flat Chance, that is a quartet from Cotton Town.
Indeed. Another pun name quartet. We've had lots of them.
Is it?
Flat Chance. It's like Fat Chance.
Get out. Is that a phrase?
Fat Chance.
That seems a little offensive. I would never say that personally. I respect
plus size chance is like the way you have to say it. Yeah.
These days, now we've all gone. What last year? Someone. It wasn't last year. It was at Labs. An older woman thanked me for my non-woke comedy. And I didn't have the heart to tell her that I'm as woke as they come.
Well, I think you've got two guys under 30 here. This is going to be 2 hours of just pure woke nonsense.
The radical left. That's what we are.
That's exactly
I've been described as radical, and I am sitting on the left. We have a donation of £5 from Pippa who says, "Hi, Joe. That's my name." So you sort of... this is the sort of thing you can say when you donate money.
Now,
you can say whatever you want, but...
I will say that I'm now feeling very sad. So if someone else could donate to say hi to me...
Maybe £10.
Yeah.
I don't know, this one was £5, maybe up it to 10.
We could start a competition,
auction
see
style,
who gets more donations.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be much of a competition, but... we've had a name come on the screen now with £25, and I feel like, however I try and pronounce this is going to be...
I think it's Eilish.
We'll go with that, much like Billie Eilish, but spelt differently.
But whoever they are has donated us £25. It's someone, Garrett. I think her name is Eilish, but I'm really sorry if it's not.
What have you based that on?
Just the fact that sometimes the DH makes a funny sound.
Well, I was hoping for a funnier answer there. We're going to Jasper back now on the stage. We're going to see some flat chants, see if you can pick out Dale, and enjoy it.
Come in, find your seats quickly, please. Contestant number 8, from Bolton, Flat Chance.
Everything was ours. We were so happy, so happy. Once upon a time, a girl with moonlight in her eyes put her hand in mine and said she loved me so. But that was once upon a time, so long, very long ago, once upon a hill we sat beneath a willow tree, counted all the stars and waiting for the dawn, but that was once upon a time. Now the tree is gone. Now it's gone. How the breeze ruffled through her hair. How we always laughed as though tomorrow wasn't there. We were young and didn't have a care. Tell me, where did it go? Once upon a time, the world was sweeter than we knew. Everything was ours. How happy we were then, but somehow, once upon a time, once upon a time, never never comes this way You're walking along the street, or you're at a party, or else you're alone and then you suddenly did. You look in someone's eyes, you suddenly realize that this could be the start of something big. You're looking at 21 and watch your diet. You find a Charlotte Russe accepting a feed. When out of a clear blue sky, suddenly you and I, and this could be the start of something big. Something big. There's no controlling the unrolling of your fate, my friend. Who knows what's written in the magic book? When a lover you'll discover at the gate, my friend. You find her in without a second look. You're up in an aeroplane down at SRDs, lying at Malibu alone in the sand. You suddenly hear a bell when you could tell that this could be the start of something grand. Just in love you'll discover in a frightening flash. So keep your heart awake both night and day, because the meaning may be fleeting as a lightning flash. You don't wanna let it slip away. You're watching the sun come up and counting your money, or else in a dim cafe you're ordering wine. Suddenly there she is. Oh my God, there she is. This could be the start of something. This could be the heart of something. Got a feeling this could be the start of something grand. This could be the start of something grand. Start of something grand.
Welcome back. It's a very somber mood here. We need to issue a couple of apologies. So first of all, I would like to apologise to the Major Oak Chorus, who I mistakenly called the Royal Oak Chorus. That was unacceptable, and
that's where Okie Dokie come from.
Yes,
I'd like to apologise to them personally. I don't know their names, but if I did, I would single
I'm going to go and hug a tree in their honour at some point to say sorry. I'd also like to apologise to the lovely person that I called Eilish, which is not your name. I googled it straight after, and it should in fact be pronounced Eile.
Probably. We don't actually know. If it's something different than both of those, send in some more money and clarify.
Also, that is on you because Google said it was pronounced that way.
Yeah, but Google AI results these days can't trust them.
Listen, I think I took a punt. I took a stab in the dark. I thought I know some people called Eilish.
Yeah.
And the name sort of looked like that. Mm-hmm. My eyes just sort of got a bit confused at the end.
Look, this is how you gotta live. You gotta take risks sometimes in life. You can't sit here and be worried you're going to pronounce a potentially Irish person's name wrong. You got to just do it, and so you got to apologise afterwards, and that's what we're doing.
As I said, yeah, it's like last 5 minutes of the Champions League final. You're 1-0 down. You got to send the centre back up, get the goalkeeper up for the corners. We're doing football references to offset our radical left woke comedy.
Yeah. Two sides of the same coin there. We've got another a little bit of money coming in. We got £20 from James Friend, I assume related to Matt Friend from Ambidextrous. Another clue as to why is because this is his message. He says, "Go Ambidextrous and Mailfox tomorrow" in parentheticals, and Mubs in a different parenthetical, and then an N dash, and then it says, "And thanks to folks letting singers stay on sofas." I assume that is about sofa surfing.
Like crashing here for the bit, and, people that are allowing other people to, stay for the weekend.
That's great. I would never do that. I don't trust people enough. I feel like I would never wake up ever again.
One of the things that I really struggle with as a flatmate is waking up and finding my flatmate's friends just on our sofa. And they always tell me, I just forget. I wake up, going to 9 a.m. and there's just a shirtless man on my sofa.
Wow. So shirtless men are on my sofa, oftentimes for very different reasons.
Right. Back to the woke comedy.
I pay them, is why. But we're going back to Jasper Stritt now. Who do we have next?
The Old Romantics.
The Old Romantics. So, a dream team, if you will, of Old Romantics.
Indeed.
From BABS. So we'll see them now.
Contestant number 9, from Don Amos, the Old Romantics.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. That's what the poet writes. But I can only love you in just one way. To keep love shining ever bright. Somebody loves you, it's no good unless she loves you all the way. Happy to be near you when you need someone to cheer you all the way. Taller than the tallest trees. That's how it's got to feel. Deeper than the deep blue seas. That's how deep it is. When it's real. When somebody needs you, it's no good unless she needs you all the way. Through the good old lean years and for all the in-betweens. Come what may. Who knows where the road will lead us? Only a fool would say, who can say but? If you let me love you, it's for sure I'm gonna love you all the way. I thought love's game was over, Lady Luck had gone away. I laid my cards on the table, unable to play. Then I heard good fortune say, they're dealing you a new hand today. So here I go again. I hear the trumpets blow again. I'm all aglow again, taking a chance on love. Now here I slide again, about to take that ride again. I'm all so starry-eyed again, taking a chance on love. I thought the cards were a frame-up, I never would try. But now I'm taking the game up, and the ace of hearts is high. Things are mending now, I see a rainbow blending now. We'll have a happy ending now, taking a chance on love. I'm walking around with a horseshoe in clover I lie. And Brother Rabbit, of course, you better kiss your foot goodbye, bye-bye. I'm on the ball again, and I'm heading for a fall again. I'm gonna give my all again, taking a chance in love with romance, taking a chance, taking a chance. I'm in love with romance, taking a chance on love.
There we go. That was the old Romantics, sort of Hall of Famers of BABS coming together. One of them wearing a hat, the first hat of the day, first hat of the convention. It's a fedora.
It's a good hat.
What other types of hats will we see throughout the week?
If you're going to predict 3.
If you're going to predict 3.
Maybe a cap, like a flat cap at some point.
Wouldn't be the first one I chose for a barbershop convention, but I like the boldness.
For a theme, any sort of like, it's a good theme hat. You know, any kind of like period theme or.
Say more. What period would a cap be in? Are you thinking of a flat cap?
Yes.
Okay,
Exactly.
that makes more sense.
You meant baseball cap?
Yeah. I thought you were thinking of a baseball set.
I meant a flat cap.
It's this thing, take me out to the ball game.
Exactly. That's the only one.
It's been done before, or there used to be a ballpark. You take them out to the ball game, and then they get rid of the ballpark, and then you say there used to be a ballpark here. That's barbershop, ladies and gentlemen.
That's barbershop.
So that might be why someone was wearing a cap, similar to the old Romantics, who wore a hat. And you just saw singing. They had Brian Schofield, Ian James, Peter Nugent, and Phil Cuthbert, who have all been in gold medal quartets in the past.
Indeed, indeed.
Will they be again? No, because they're only in the seniors contest. So they might be a seniors gold medalist, but not a full quartet gold medalist. Do you want to read out this?
I would love to. We've just had a £10 donation from the Thompson family.
Dale Thompson, that's the Dale. So
I am convinced that I'm pronouncing that one right, at least. And it says, well done, Flat Chance, from Gemma, Theo, and Savannah.
That's £10. So that's how much your performance was worth, Flat Chance. 10 British pounds. So if you don't think that's what you think of yourself, maybe you should have a word with the family. Who have we got next, Fred?
We have Barcode, Joe.
Who's in Barcode?
Well,
that's a little trivia question for you.
We have no idea because they haven't put it down.
I don't know if I can keep track of who is in Barcode. I think Andy Foster, isn't it? Former gold medalist with Reckless. There we are. Although not Reckless, because Reckless never actually won, but Steel won.
I see.
That's why Reckless couldn't compete, because they were too close to Steel. So Barcode are coming out. Then we got Double Bluff after that, a perennial competitor. That had way more shade than I meant to put on that.
Yep.
But I like Double Bluff a lot. They're my friends. I like them.
Yep.
Some of your friends in the wings coming up
In the wings as
after that. And then the Emerald Guard rounding out the end of this session.
Who I think are all right.
They're fine. They're going for an international score. And they say, I do believe they are actually going to go to International EX next year if they manage to get the score, which they probably will.
We've just had a whopping great £50 donation.
£50? Think of all the barbershop you could buy with that.
From Marisa Fontenot, who says, loving this stream from the best seat not in the house. Lux member in Louisiana.
Louisiana, America, I'm assuming.
Indeed, I know who this is. This is a very nice lady who was also in the collective back when that was the thing in lockdown.
And we're going back to the stage. Let's see some Jasper Strip right now.
Barcode.
Right at the start, you were charming and sweet, but the most frustrating woman I could ever meet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I've had it and we are through. Oh no, I don't need you. I make it 6:30, you come at 7, always trying to keep me hanging round. You little spoiled thing, girl, you kept me waiting, never contemplating my point of view. This comes as no surprise, and I'm a fool, for I believed your lies. But now I've seen through your disguise. Who needs you? Well, I don't need you. Who needs you? Well, who needs you? Oh, how I was pushed around. But don't you let it get you down. You walked all over me, but don't you ever give in. Taking one step forward, slipping 2 steps back. There's an empty feeling that you can't forget. I'm reaching out for a helping hand. I gotta have that helping hand. When I met you, you were always charming. Couldn't sleep at night until you were mine. You were oh so sophisticated, never interested in what I'd say. I had to swallow my pride. I was so naive, you took me for a ride. But now I am the one to decide. I am the one to decide. Who needs you? I don't need you. Oh, yes, it's true. You know I don't need you. You were never true. So who needs you? I don't. And sing you songs full of sad things. We can do the tango just for two, just for two. I can serenade and gently play on your heartstrings. Be a Valentino just for you, just for you. Now, my love, say, ooh, love. set my alarm, turn on my charm. That's because I'm a good old-fashioned lover boy. Now, well, let me feel your heartbeat grow faster, faster. Ooh, can you feel my love heat? Come on, seal my heart, see the love, and tell me now, how do you feel right after all? I'd like you and I to go romancing. Say the word, your wish is my command. My command. Now, my love, say, ooh, lover boy, what you doing tonight? Hey boy, write my letter, feel much better. Use my fancy patter on the telephone, on the telephone. When I'm not with you, think of you always. I miss you, summer night, my darling. When I'm not with you, please think of me always. Love you, love you. Hey boy, where'd you go? Hey boy, where did you go? I learned my passion in the good old-fashioned school of lover boys. Dining at the Ritz, we'll meet at 9. Quite the sight, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Pay the bill, taste the wine. Then later, driving back in style in my saloon will do quite nicely. Take me back to yours, that will be fine. That will be fine. Come on, get it, ooh, love. Here he goes again. He's my good old-fashioned lover boy. What you doing tonight? Hey boy. Everything's alright, so hold on tight. That's because I'm a good old-fashioned fashion lover boy. Lover boy, lover boy. Good old-fashioned lover boy.
So that was Barcode. Now, they were all wearing nice striped shirts fitting in their barcodes. So, but you'd be a fool if you tried to scan them. Do you know what you can scan, Joe?
Yeah.
You can scan our QR code to donate for the live stream. Wow, look at that seamless segue.
Goodness gracious me.
I was thinking about, that was literally what was going on in my head through that whole set was how can I get in a plug for
It
the
wasn't
donation.
their beautiful singing, how dare you.
Oh, that was also going on in my head.
It sort of looked like the Beach Boys, if the Beach Boys had Phil Collins as one of the members. What a world it would be if that were the world we lived in.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be nice indeed? Sloop John B. Anyway, we've got Double Bluff coming up next, who are a Barbershop quartet.
That means there are 4 of them.
I've heard. If there's anything that I know about life is that a Barbershop quartet is supposed to have 4 people. How many will show up on stage for Double Bluff? We're yet to see. We can't possibly predict.
It would be the biggest bluff of the century if they didn't show up.
A single bluff, though, which wouldn't be part of their thing. So it's probably going to be 4.
Yeah.
They're going to say that there's going to be 3, but that actually it's going to be 4.
Yeah, good stuff.
Do we have any information on the old tablet about Double Bluff?
Let's find out. Do we have information on the tablet? Can you keep padding while I find it?
I can't. I'm just going to watch you do it.
Okay, brilliant. No.
There's no information about Double Bluff. They're like Bigfoot, if a Bigfoot were singing in a Barbershop Quartet contest, in that we don't really know anything. Science has nothing to explain Double Bluff.
I did hear that was one of the biggest mysteries of the 21st century is how are we going to explain...
It was in National Geographic, I think. It was the cover story for National Geographic.
It was like, it was gravity and the Grand Unified Theory and then also Double Bluff Quartet.
Double Bluff Quartets.
Yeah.
How do they do it, it said.
How do they do it? Well, one thing I do know about them is that last year I was sat next to Kieran when they were doing the finals draw and he was giggling when he found out that his 2 quartets would be next to each other last year in the finals.
His other quartet being?
The The other quartet being Northern Quarter.
Very known to science, Northern Quarter, but the most studied quartet in history, they're known as.
I think you can do courses on it at most major universities now.
And some of the minor ones as well. If you went to, I'm not going to name a university. That's going to be. I'm not going to name a minor university because people are going to get angry at me again. But Northern Quarter will be coming up later in the competition. Northern Quarter and Double Bluff, as much as we know from science, both sort of jockeying for medals this year. Actually,
I think so.
There's sort of a bit of a vacuum in the medal race this year. So I think a lot of quartets are really going to be pushing to get a bronze or a silver or
a gold.
Yep, that's exactly where I was going.
Checking if I knew what the third medal
was. I was just checking if you could finish my
sandwiches.
Get out. I hate it. So we're waiting for Double Bluff now. We're going to find out how many of them there are.
Do you have predictions?
4.
Brilliant. That was a brilliant game. Love it.
Well, I'm not gonna throw it. I'm gonna get it right.
I ran up to the wicket with a spin, but he just hit it for 6.
Stop with the sports references. I don't understand.
Jasper's back.
And we're gonna go back to the stage for Double Bluff.
And may we have the house lights down. Contestant number 11, from Sheffield, London, Windsor and York, Double Bluff.
To now. A 9-foot grand and a 10-piece band and a 12-girl chorus line. Well, Diablo Motors had a hell of a sale downtown yesterday. But word got round, no money down, takes years and years to pay. When I got there, the lot was bare, but the salesman said, hold on. For a little cash, I got a 2-tone Nash out behind the barn. If the devil danced in empty pockets, he'd have a ball in mine. With a 9-foot grand and a 10-piece band and a 12-girl chorus line. Well, I'd raise some loot in a 3-piece suit and give him one dance for a dime. You know, if the devil danced in empty pockets, he'd have a ball in mine. Every time, well, he said, ain't the end, let's see what we can do. If you own a home, I've got a loan tailor-made for you. Then above the racket, a voice in my jacket said, Dad, I'll talk the note. The note, so the devil made me do it. He talked me into it. That was all she wrote. The devil danced in empty pockets. He'd have a ball in mine. With a 9-foot grand, a 10-piece band, and a 12-girl chorus line. Well, I just raised some loot in a 3-piece suit and give him one dance for a dime. But if the devil danced in empty pockets, he'd have a ball in mine. Now they say that debt is a bottomless pit. Well, the devil likes to play. Well, I'd sell my soul to get out of this hole, but there be hell to pay. If the devil danced in empty pockets, I'd have a ball in mine. With a 9-foot grand and a 10-piece band and a 12-girl chorus line. The devil's dancing in these empty pockets of mine. Yeah, he's dancing and laughing and a prancing in these pockets of mine. Time and again I've longed for adventure, something to make my heart beat the faster. What did I long for? I never really knew. Finding your love I found my adventure. Touching your hand my heart beats the faster. All that I want in all of this world is you. You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights a star. The dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I'll know that moment divine when all the things you are mine. All these things
There we have it. 4 of them. Double Bluff, singing some new Barbershop, Michael Webber's If the Devil Danced in Empty Pockets, and some old Barbershop throwing us back to Bluegrass Student Union with All the Things You Are, classic jazz standard.
Yeah.
Who have we got next, Fred?
We have In the Wings.
Where are they?
Backstage.
They're probably somewhere
They're
near
probably
the
in the wings.
Is that why they're called In the Wings? Because they're always in the wings.
Yeah, so these guys are my mates.
Yep.
They're all from Great Western Chorus. This is in Bristol. Until last year, they were a youth quartet, but now they are officially old. So they are no longer a youth quartet.
They're in the seniors now.
They are in the, well, they're not in the seniors now.
Okay.
They haven't quite aged that much in 1 year. They are just in the regular bog standard. Straight down the line.
Normal people contest.
Exactly.
Very disappointing.
But this is their first year in that. This is the first time they've qualified for the semi-finals.
Yeah.
Because they were at prelims recently.
Consistently improving, I would say.
Very much so. They almost won the most improved quartet last year.
Wow.
And yeah, I've heard them quite a lot recently.
Yeah.
They're sounding good.
Do you think they're going to win?
The whole contest?
Yep. Don't lie.
No.
Okay.
But I think they'll do well.
Okay. And that's what it's all about. It's all about doing well, you know?
I mean, yes, I think they'll improve from how they've been before, so that's important. One of their 2 arrangements, it was arranged by their baritone, Ollie, which would be nice to hear.
Yeah.
It's a contest debut for him.
Yeah.
And if they get to the finals, which they're not...
Finals is top 6 or 7?
Top 6 plus 2 mic warm-ups, I think.
Okay.
So if they get to the finals...
So top 8? They can
if they
sing
get
2 more
there.
songs.
And then if they get to the finals, those will both be arranged by Ollie as well.
Wow.
So
So there'll be 3 contest debuts for him.
Exactly. But yeah, so these guys are my mates. They've been singing together now for a little while.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 years, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah, and they formed as a youth quartet. and
Yeah.
This is their first time not as youths.
Yeah.
So expect to see haggard, warm, old men.
Crutches.
Yeah, very serious
Wheelchairs.
about the state of the world now.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun youth time, that's gone.
Yeah, well, let's not talk about the state of the world.
And we've just had a donation from Cindy Hansen.
Cindy
£15.
Hansen.
You want to read it out?
Well, this is from the coach of Fifth Element saying, "Here's to Fifth Element and all those we know in UK. Wish we were there live, plus join Joe Cerruti, Steve Scott and Tim Warwick in Hawaii. 2026 details at nhansenmunts.com." There's a bit of an ad that Cindy Hansen's paid for there as well, which is
I guess that's one way you can use it, but we are back to the stage, unfortunately.
Okay, back to the barbershop. Let's go.
Find your seats, please. Stewards, please close the doors. And may we have the house lights down. Contestant number 12 from Bristol and Sheffield, in the wings.
Can I have your autograph? That's the line that made you laugh. My little Anne Hathaway sipping your latte at lunch. Your latte at lunch. Private school in Connecticut taught you coffee shop etiquette. My devilish grin and good manners. They pack a punch. I hear there's a bar that's brand new with a great East River view. And after a whiskey or a few, it's back to mine for season 2 of a show you've never seen. I'll explain plot points in between kisses, 'cause this is a Brooklyn kind of love. My roommate thinks you're heaven sent, especially now we split the rent. Never been sweeter than this 2-seater financial ride. 2-seater ride. I dream of children with our face, a doorman and a parking space. Together we can make it to get straight to the Upper West Side. The Upper Side, well, Manhattan's it's a land of kings and a land of queens with wedding rings. One day we'll afford the finer things. Till then we'll just be in the wings, drinking in the Hudson sun, and raising the odds of 1,000,000 to 1 near misses, 'cause this is a Brooklyn kind of love. I knew you were different right from the start. You saw through the outside and into my heart. Like the Chrysler shining at night, you're a star, you're a star. With you in the city, I need nothing at all. My life is a movie, you're my Annie Hall. Loving, yeah, I'm loving where we are. Who knew we'd come so far, so can I have your autograph? Let's go to that bar for you and me. view where the skyline's easy to see. And we'll dance till dawn beneath the apple marquee. Then back to ours for season 3 of that show we've both seen. The story of a king and queen, once Mr. and Mrs. Like this is a Brooklyn
kind of love.
Can I have your autograph? Walk away, please go before you throw your life away, a life that I could share just for a day. We should have met some years ago. For your sake I say, walk away, just go. Walk away and live a life that's full with no regret. Don't look back at me, just try to forget. Why build a dream that cannot come true? So be strong, reach the stars now. Walk away, walk on. I heard your voice. I beg you to stay. So don't say a word, just run right away. Run away. Goodbye, my love. My tears will fall now that you're gone. I can't help but cry, but I must go on. I'm sad that I, after searching so long, I loved you, but told you, walk away, walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on. Walk on. Walk on.
So that was In the Wings, who are now leaving the stage to go back.
In the Wings.
I hope you liked the little joke in the first one as well. They changed the words. It was to them will just be in the Wings.
That's the name of the quartet.
That's the name of the quartet.
I don't think I would have picked up on that in the room. My brain isn't quite that sharp.
I have seen them sing that song now, maybe a dozen times.
Well, you're cheating then.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to get the joke if you've seen it before.
And also, I get the bus to rehearsal with two of them.
Wow. Do they sing it on the bus?
They do.
Just a duet.
It's all they say. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, it is good. So, if it's good, use it. That's what I always say. Who have we got next?
We have the Emerald Guard.
World famous Emerald Guard. You may know them from Takeshi's Castle. They also sing Barbershop. Champions in?
This is a complete guess now. You can tell me if I'm wrong. 2019.
Not even close. I think it's like 2013.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. You have underestimated how old they are.
Fine.
We'll tell them that when they come in here, because they may be coming in here after they perform, when we'll have an interval, and we may talk to them a bit. And call them old.
I was calling them young.
Well, I'm calling them old.
Brilliant.
They're going for an international score now, which means they'll do 2 sets over the weekend in order to try and get a score of 78 so that they can go to the international convention next year, which will be in St. Louis. They scored an 81.7, I believe, in Sweden a few weeks ago, which qualified them for international, but for this year, which they're not going to, because Tim, who is in the Emerald Guard, is also in the Sharavale Blues, and they're going to international this year, and you can't compete in 2 different quartets at international. So Emerald Guard going for international next year. Their triumphant return. When did they go to international, Fred?
Again, I'm making things
2015 they sang at international.
You really helped me out there. That was good. Thank you.
Well, yeah, so it's sort of a rhetorical question, but I did let you attempt to answer it, which is my Machiavellian way of dealing with people.
It was sort of a setup, an alley-oop, if you like.
Yeah, to myself. I threw it off the backboard and dunked it down. I did a super dunk.
Speaking of super dunk, who's the bass of?
Duncan Blackaby. I was going to say Duncan Winyates. That is not the bass of the Emerald Guard. He is the bass of Hannah and the Hurricanes, who no longer exist. And I'm seeing Jasper Stritt on the screen. Let's send it right back to the stage for the Emerald Guard.
90-minute break, so we'll see you after that. Stewards, please close the doors. And may we have the house lights down. Contestant number 13, from London and Sheffield, the Emerald Guard.
Put your hand in mine and walk with me together to a place our hearts can weather, love stories yet untold. Look me in the eyes and let me stay forever. May this soul of mine endeavor to reach and touch your own. If you love me now. Don't wait till some tomorrow, for tomorrow may never come, I don't want to wait on some promise of tomorrow, for tomorrow is promised to no one. If you love me, tell me now. Don't hide your love inside you. Let it shine like morning sun. Never before have I known such a feeling, a faith in love's design. Never again will I wait to be sealing the fate of love divine. If you love me, kiss me now, don't wait another moment for our hearts. They know not time, they know not time. Let us love this day as if there's no tomorrow, for tomorrow is promised to no one. Ba da 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 ba da da da. Do you know something? I'm in love with you. Won't you be a sweet pumpkin? Say you love me too, and if you do, I'm certain we could be one of the happiest couples in this society. And I got a feeling,
Got a little feeling
that I'm just your style. Go on and admit it, and we'll walk that aisle. Don't be shy, just throw your arms around me, and you'll get plenty of loving. Just you wait and see. Can you tell we are meant to be together? And a wedding bell would be ours to ring forever and ever. Let's make a booking just to be man and wife. Say yes.
Oh yeah,
Good looking, and let me share your life. You're to me everything that is divine. So won't you be a sweet pumpkin? Say that you'll be mine. Say that you'll be I'm in love with you. So won't you be a sweet pumpkin? Say you'll love me too. And if you do, I'm certain we could be one of the very, 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 very happiest couples in this society. And I got a feeling I'm just your style. So go on, admit it, and we'll finally walk right down that aisle. So come on and throw your arms around me, and you'll get plenty of love. Wait and see. My darling baby, can you see that we should be together? Can't you feel our love flourish and grow? Yes, our love can only grow, and those wedding bells are gonna ring forever, while overhead there shines a heavenly glow. My darling, and so let's make a booking just to be man and wife. I said, hey, come on and share my life, 'cause you're to me everything that is divine. So divine, so to be sweet pumpkin. Our future's looking fine. Won't you say you love me too? And won't you be mine? Won't you please be mine? Won't you please be mine? Sweet pumpkin so divine.
And we are back. That's the last quartet of our first little section that we have here. That was the Emerald Guard. We have about 90 minutes of interval, but we do have supposedly the Emerald Guard coming up here. It's a little bit of a walk, so if they're on their way, then it'll take a little bit for them to get to us, but then we'll have a chat with them if they show up. If they don't show up, we won't do that. And then we'll just turn the video off and we'll go into that corner and cry a bit.
I might cry in that corner.
That one's mine, so if you come over this way, then I will throw you out the window. Cool. So yeah, that was the Emerald Guards.
It was.
Singing a couple songs that they've... I don't think they did Tomorrow's Promise to No One in Sweden, but I think My Pumpkin, their other one, they did last year here as well.
Yeah. Very good. I enjoyed it very much.
I don't believe you. You said that very suspiciously. He was bad-mouthing
the whole time they were on, I was like that.
Said they never should have won. Says they don't deserve to go to international. I'm just reporting my word.
Slander and libel and perjury. I will be suing you.
Well, that's only true if I lied, which I did not. So yeah, do you have any thoughts about what's going on later on? We have another. We should actually talk about the other international quartets that are here today, who have already won the contest in the past, who are coming back to try and get that big old 78 for St. Louis in 2026.
So one of them, I think, is Limelight.
You're correct when you think that.
And the other one is Fifth Element.
Also correct.
Gosh,
both of them. Give me a fact about Limelight.
Facts about Limelight is that they have 3 tenors and a bass.
In some sense, that is true. If we're being particular about it, they do have some guys who sing high and one guy who sings low.
They have. I guess what I mean by that is that they have the three top parts all have the capability to sing into the stratosphere.
That's true. Luke Freeney did sing tenor in which quartet, Fred?
You know
it's Proper Sound, Fred. That's the one that it is. The youth champions.
You knew I didn't know that one.
I was absolutely certain you didn't know it.
Thank you.
But I asked it anyway because I knew it. Once again, a rhetorical question that you've leapt on.
You threw me a real hostile pass there.
Oh,
that's a rugby reference I've got in my 4 sports. I win.
Apparently the stream is something we can win now if we mention 4 sports.
I was trying to get in 4 tenuous
This is a game you've made up with yourself, Fred. This is not something that's been assigned to us. People have been complaining all 2 hours here.
But I've won.
Well, that's true. And it is the winning that counts. That's what... Nick, could you put up a banner that says it's the winning that counts on the... That's the QR for donating. And that brings us right in. You can send in your donations. We didn't put out a thing for advertising. So if you want to advertise, the only way to do it is to send in a donation and then we have to read it. So just make sure it's... well written and we understand what all the words mean. Cindy Hansen did put a bit of an advertisement in hers, but I struggled to read the words, which means we probably didn't advertise that cruise quite as well as we should have. But also donate if you just want to make us say anything. You can put whatever words you want, and we do legally have to read them out.
Do you have a favourite word that you like, a fun sounding word?
Flounder.
Like that? Is that how you say it?
Well, you just sort of commit to the first syllable and then decide where it's going from there.
I was in a production of Oliver this week. And I got to say, my pocket's been picked.
Who were you playing in Oliver?
I was Mr. Brownlow, Oliver's granddad.
I don't know that character. Is he the one in the bed? Like they're sitting, like they're like There's two going one way and then two going the other way, and then they go to the chocolate factory.
That is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, that explains the chocolate factory. I thought it was a weird version of Oliver.
They
That
didn't put a Chocolate Factory in Oliver yet. No.
Oh, I've never read Oliver, so
it's.
I thought just stuff of that time had a lot of chocolate factories in it.
Yeah, everyone.
I thought after the Industrial Revolution they sort of faded out
it was
the
a
chocolate
revolution to
factories.
build more chocolate factories, I think.
Wow. Okay,
And that's
that
what
makes
I
a lot of
heard.
sense.
There was.
So you were playing Grandpa Joe.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was playing.
What did you say?
Mr. Pratt, Oliver's granddad.
And what did you say?
I said, my pocket's been picked. And that was quite fun to say in that voice.
So if you want to donate a little bit and choose a line from any of your favourite Dickens works, Bleak House is mine. Because frankly, I've never seen a house quite so bleak. Most are sort of neutral, but this one's very bleak. And that's sort of what thrills me about it. But so if you want a quote from Bleak House and make us say it, then you simply have to attach money to it, and then we have to do it.
Any voices you can do?
I can do so many voices, but they would all get me thrown in jail.
Right, so give us a sentence and a voice, and we might say it.
That's true. If I'm on, and I'm on Saturday or Sunday, send me impressions that you want me to do, and I will attempt them. If you give us money. The Emerald Guard have just walked in the room. If you guys want to get on the chairs, we'll zoom out and then we'll be able to behold you.
You want to behold me?
Well, it's my greatest dream, Tim.
Hello, everyone.
You've just been on stage. How did you find it?
We've heard you've got sweets.
We do.
They are here.
We've got small eggs.
Is this live?
We are live.
Yeah, this is live right now.
How casual is that?
Good evening, everybody.
Please don't swear, and if you do, use the sort of kind of all right words. Don't go full.
Like flip.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That was flipping fun.
Okay. Yeah.
So how was your time on stage? Was it flipping fun?
It was flipping fun,
We had a lovely time. Yeah.
Great fun.
We had some lovely support from the audience.
Yeah, really nice to hear.
It was great to be back at BABS after having been doing some other things earlier this year. So.
Europeans.
Been 20 years since we sang at BABS, and we're good. It's great to be back.
Has been long. Fred thought you won in 2019.
He asked me when do you think they won, and I don't know anything about Barbershop, so I guess 2019.
Fred's always been a huge fan.
Yeah, I was the first groupie. Well, in 2013, I was.
In 2019.
yeah. I've really got the memo late. Well,
building that fan base.
Yeah. In 2013, to be fair, I was in year 8. So I hadn't quite discovered Barbershop at that point.
I don't think that's a good excuse, but all right.
Fair enough.
Don't rub it in, Fred.
Well, I thought you were younger, clearly, because I thought, oh, these guys are.
That was an excellent save. That was
In 2013, we were younger.
So you guys are planning to go to St. Louis in 2026 if you
We
get
are
the
planning, yeah.
qualifying score this weekend?
Unfortunately, what we scored 2 weeks ago, which we're thrilled about, doesn't count.
No,
So
that would have got you to Denver.
We have to try again. So
Yeah.
we had to get off the celebration bus and
I think it'll be fine.
come to Bournemouth.
And what did you score 2 weeks ago? You can plug it.
It was 94.6.
We're not fact checking on this, so that's true.
Yeah.
Fact check. No, we got an 81.7, which is our highest score ever, and a score we've only ever dreamt and dreamed of. Dreamt and dreamed.
Both of them.
Currently.
Wow.
Who dreamt and who dreamed?
That's not your business.
Sorry, you have to pay for that sort of information.
So we were really thrilled.
We were very chuffed.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We didn't think we'd come anywhere close in Sweden. It was such a great, jam-packed contest.
I did.
Well, you're very
I believed in you.
You're very kind.
It was one of my highlights of the convention, to be honest. I was
very kind.
But what a convention it was, and I
Yeah.
would recommend if people haven't been to European, when it rolls around again, to definitely go.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And it should probably happen more frequently than every 4 years.
I think people have been talking about doing it more like every 2, since it's been so successful the last couple of times.
We need to hear those people more.
Yeah. Well, I think it might be Henrik, so I don't know how much. How much.
Make it happen, Henrik.
If you're watching, Henrik, we believe in you.
Yeah. We're calling you out, Henrik. If it's not back in another 2 years...
Donate to BABS.
Yeah. We'll do it. Donate to BABS and we'll do Europeans.
There it is.
As soon as you say donate, there's a little banner comes up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's voice activated. No, I'm joking. Nick does it all the time.
If you say it again as soon as it disappears, you have to put it back on.
Yeah, or else he gets fired. They throw him out this window if he doesn't do it.
Have you got any other banners?
No. I wanted a That's Barbershop one that I would say, or like a...
Which is true.
Like, just every time we say something false, it just says true at the bottom.
Yeah. Just says Fred is wrong.
That's generally just a good motto, I think.
Yeah, keep that out the whole time.
If I say anything this weekend to you, assume I'm lying. Not out of malice, just out of sheer lack of intellectual capacity.
Incompetence, I would call it.
Yeah.
We didn't want to say that, but
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about us.
Sorry, chaps.
How long have you guys been webcast hosts?
About an hour.
Oh,
it's 2 now, isn't it?
Because I thought you were doing it back in 2019.
We won
such huge fans of you back in 2019.
We won the Webcast Awards. We're qualifying for Webcast International.
What score did you get back in
94.
Yeah.
There should be a webcast awards.
Yeah.
The Webbies. Is that already a thing?
I fear that we would not win it for the reasons.
Believe in yourself,
Go
Fred.
put yourself down, Fred.
We should ask you some questions.
Should you?
If you must.
Let's do 20 quid. Let's spin the bottle. Do we have a bottle?
Should we kiss on the webcast? Is that what I'm saying?
Are you singing that in the final?
If you'd like to see that, you can donate. Put the banner up, Nick.
Think of a question, Fred. You're about to ask him a question.
I was going to ask trivia, which isn't what you want.
Okay, I thought you were going to
do trivia.
We can try
let's
do.
When did Park Street win?
Trivia about other people. We don't care about anybody.
2014.
When did you form as a quartet? What year?
And why?
And why?
Why have you done this to us?
How?
to be here with you. It was our dream. And we dreamt and dreamed about it for a long time. When did we form?
We formed at the BABS convention 2012 in Southport.
We sang a tag for Dean Whitehouse. Shout out Dino!
Put up the Dino banner.
And he said, "Do you know, boys, I think this could be a good quartet." And we said, "Well, we've got to give it a go."
If Dino says it could be a good quartet, then
We're still trying to prove him right.
Nearly there.
Nearly there.
Just been going ever since, really.
Why did we get together? We were good friends. We lived together at the time.
That was one of the
driving
factors
factors.
living together.
Yeah, we were big fans.
Live in
of
my flat if you sing with me.
Yeah, it was on the contract for the lease.
And we all knew each other from the youth chorus, National Youth Chorus. Shout out MBYC. Those original.
Shout out
those original boys.
FYCB.
And you guys have all sung or directed Hallmark.
We've all sung and directed Hallmark.
Not and.
At the same time.
Isn't doing it now.
We've been long-time members of Hallmark, the four of us, and it's been an interesting year for us because as a quartet we've not been singing with Hallmark because we did decide last year if we were going to try and have a good go at Europeans, we might need to be a little less busy because we don't live in the same place. You know, Antoine's down in London, Duncan's in Nottingham. We don't live together anymore.
It's not far away.
It's not that far. No. So we thought we needed the best chance actually doing some rehearsal and trying to get better. So, and thankfully it paid off, and they were very supportive and loving and kind in saying, "Put some work in, guys. Come on, it's about time you guys did some good." So
yeah.
Have you been having lots of coaching and stuff in the past year?
Yeah.
Anyone you want to shout out?
We want to shout out Chris Langworthy.
That was the year before. No, he didn't do anything this year.
Don't shout him out.
Not this year. We've only ever done bad with Chris.
That's true. Yeah.
Poison.
Okay, who else we had?
Poison
James
Ridout. Also
an excellent working dramatic singer who knows a thing or two about the West End stage. So
the one I called Tajine.
Yeah, from Tajine.
The fabulously underwhelming tagline. I didn't say that. I didn't mean that.
Who else we had? We had Luke Feeney from the wonderful Limelight.
Shout out Luke Feeney. Our first time working with Luke and James this year, and they were both absolutely stellar.
Yeah. So they really helped us get something new, get to the next stage.
What do you think was new?
Just doing a bit more rehearsal.
How much did you pay them to tell you to rehearse more?
They're like, guys, stop playing Mario Kart for 5 minutes. Maybe just rehearse a bit. And then we say, thanks very much, here's 500 quid.
I believe you also had a couple of bespoke arrangements done for you. Is this true?
Yes.
You wrote it on your info sheet, so it must be.
Well, we try in general and do. Well, actually, this year we did do an existing one, but in general we try and do some new stuff.
Yeah. So Sweet Pumpkin, our second song, is one that was arranged especially for us. That's by Sam Hubbard.
That's a Sam. And our up tune on Sunday was done by Antoine's brother Alex. He did that for us a few years ago.
Yeah.
But we still like to sing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like we've upped our cuisine game this year as well. You
reckon? We've eaten some great food.
Very well.
Yeah?
I thought you meant the foods that you were referring to in your songs.
No,
such as pumpkin.
Sweet pumpkins.
Sweet pumpkin. Yeah, more food-based songs than
Yeah.
everything.
In that respect, we have also done that.
Yeah. So get yourself a man who can do both. That's what I say.
Is there a correlation, do you think?
Between
success and food.
Eating nice food and singing about food.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You said, as anything new, and we have had a lot of people talk to us about leaning in, about retiring. We're doing our best to put that off. No, people have been saying, you need to lean into what people know you for and lean into your authentic selves. And we've tried to be a bit more genuine this year, but maybe subconsciously singing about food has been good for us because
It's true.
we like
You
food.
love food.
So.
That's it.
Yeah.
All that to say that, my God.
More songs about food, I guess.
Well, you got to have songs that suit you guys. And I think part of getting bespoke arrangements is doing that, is seeking out the stuff that comes naturally to you. And I think that comes across when you guys perform. So
Thank you. Yeah. If you know any songs about food you think we can sing, send them in.
Send them to secret best friends.
Send them and donate to.
Yeah.
Nick, you're on the ball, Nick. This is high quality work.
If you want to give us any arrangements on food-related songs,
scan the QR code.
Please feel free.
As I said, I think 2 or 3 times already, I was in Oliver this week and we sang Food Glorious Food.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe someone can do that for you.
Does it circle? Would it work?
Depends how hard you try.
Okay.
Probably not, but Okay. It might sound a bit shoehorned.
Let's not do that. I'm gonna strike that one out.
All right.
Let's not do
That's
that
a
one.
veto from Joe there.
Yeah, I'm
Who's
vetoing
Let's?
that for you guys.
Who's this Let's?
There's no judgment. There's no judgment. There's no judgment.
It's a safe space to explore ideas.
Yeah. So, we'll see what comes next.
Well, I'm hoping what comes next is the finals. When are you guys singing next? Because the
Finals? There's like 10 more quartets to sing today.
I know.
What are you talking
for
about?
you, Tim?
Oh, for us?
Yeah, I'm not talking to the people out there.
Yes, we're on stage somewhere about 4:30 on Sunday.
That's a pretty good time.
Yes, so that's good.
One of your favourite times, Joe?
Up there, top 24.
It's a quality time for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the international qualifiers are sort of spread out a bit. Are you willing to share what you're singing then?
Well, if you saw us singing in Sweden, then it's just the same stuff.
It's the same old bag.
You've got to say that a bit more than that.
I mean, it was fun in Sweden, so
We're
hopefully
singing.
it'll be fun again.
I've got a crush on you,
Yeah.
and it's all right with me.
Is that sound part of the title?
Yes, it's written on.
Yeah.
It's
good stuff.
Yeah, Alex is very descriptive in the words and sounds you're supposed to sing in his arrangements.
That's true.
And
Well, apart from the intro that he didn't write any words for.
apart from about 6 people will know that was a really good joke because Alex doesn't even put the words on his arrangements. He goes, "Good luck."
Wow.
He writes the chords out and says, "Give it a go."
Do you pay him half for that? I feel like that's doing half the job.
Full price.
Wow.
He's a rip-off merchant.
I'm not sure we actually paid him.
Well, it's still too much. Well, I think that's all. We're going to go to a break now so that
It's probably a good idea.
people can leave and
Donate.
yeah.
Donate.
So you can stop paying attention to us and
Donate
donate.
to the live stream. Please.
There it is.
So we're going to say goodbye to the Vanguard, and we're going to say goodbye to me and Fred because we're going to hand over to other people when we come back around about 7 o'clock. So please join us for that.
It's been a pleasure, Joe.
Can't say the same, but
Brilliant.
we're
Thanks for
going
joining
to
us.
do some more later on.
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, the Vanguard.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.